everybody, and welcome to Weekend Eats. My name is Casey, if you don't already know. For those of you out there who haven't met me, I got my family sitting up here in my chat as usual, my Weekend Eats family, my lovely ride or dies. Yes, I do. I am so excited today because I've come up with another creative concoction. I'm just so creative. I swear, I will quote that woman forever. Okay, I wish I knew her name. She is so freaking funny. Anyway, I digress. How is everybody doing? How was your week? Was it good? Was it everything you wanted it to be? Mine was. Anyway. For a change, right? Okay, y'all. So today we're going to be dabbling in some buffalo chicken, but not just a regular buffalo chicken. Because like I told you guys, I was going to try to do some takeout stuff, but I decided, I got to put my whole spin on things. Well, I know you may have heard of Buffalo Chicken Casserole, which is pretty much like a dip. I am making a different type of buffalo chicken casserole that you're going to love, love, love. It'll be good for dinners. It is good for, weekends and hey, maybe even game day, whatever. But it's all about me and the things that go on in my mind, the windmills of my mind. Okay. And then, of course, my coffee, my way. I did it my way. Yes. So we're going to talk about how I like it, maybe how some other people like it, the way I do it. Hey, it's very me. And another thing, concoction meals. That was brought up in my mind because I thought about my younger sister, and she said to me lately, you always had the best concoctions. True that, okay? I think I pretty much am still pretty much like a concoction person. However, those concoctions that you come up with just a little bit of this and a little bit of that in your fridge or in your pantry, they always come out fabulous. But you never remember just what you put in there. So the next time you make a concoction, start doing what I'm doing. Take a mental note, maybe a pen or paper. That could be the next best thing or the next big thing or the next viral thing. You never know. Concoctions, that's the way to go. So we're going to be talking about some concoction meals. And then, of course, our home cooking story time. Because there's always something going on in my family. Either now or before, or maybe we can get psychic and think about what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, you. Good job, please. Let me tell you something. If I could do that, you would be seeing me here. Put it this way. Everybody, and you get the lottery number, and you get okay. So. Anywho, how's everybody doing? I see my lovely sister is here. She's still in the hospital, y'all, but she hanging tough, that's for sure. And I hope she's coming home soon. And I have the Cosmic King. How are you this morning? And who else did I have? Oh, Janice, how are you? And I saw my sister Teresa there for a second, and then either my vision is bad or she went poof, be gone. However, and then I saw my husband there too, but hey, maybe he poof, be gone too. I don't know. Or maybe I just can't. Oh, you know what I need to do? Ooh, senior moment. I need.
On Monday.
Yes, good. That is so good. Okay, senior moment. Okay, because I needed to scroll up and then I would have saw everybody. Okay. Hey, what can I tell you? I'm 26. Anyhow, so what I'm going to do is I am going to talk about my coffee my way. That's the first thing I'm going to do because I need to take a sip. Yes, I do. I need some sustenance from my coffee. Yes. I finally saw what that matcha stuff is that I was talking about, that tea. It's I don't know if it's supposed to be purple and green or they just did it like that. And what's it, Dunkin' Donuts? Okay, well, I think it was, is it Starbucks that did it? Maybe it's It's purple and green. It's I don't know how they made it that color or what it tastes like. It's supposed to be tea, but I'm interested, so I might just. I'm not buying it from them. I'm gonna make my own. Okay, that's it. I get some purple food coloring. Hey, purple.
Yeah, it's a Japanese green tea powder made from powdered dried tea leaves.
Okay.
And it's slightly bitter, has kind of a mental taste, and a vibrant green color.
Ew! Nick, I knew.
Hold on now, but mixed with the right thing.
Let me tell you something. If I got to go through all of that trouble to make something taste good, I'll pass.
But I believe there's some health benefits.
Okay, that's nice. I can drink regular green tea. Okay. I don't want to drink no bitter powder that I got to fix up to taste palatable because you're telling me that it's good for me. I can drink the regular green tea all naked.
Well, I just would like to at least give it a try.
But it looked cute. It looked really cute. It really. But let me tell you something, okay? If I can make it at home, maybe I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
I'm not paying $7 or $8 for some bitter tea. Sorry. Not me. Okay. Do you, boo? Anyhow. Maybe the mixologist can think of something. The mixologist wanted to make me drink vinegar. I ain't gonna tell y'all about that. Okay. That. See, I ain't asked for the field goal.
About the details.
I didn't ask for the shield for the Sloman shield. Okay. Okay. What I'm saying is vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
That's okay. That ain't a cocktail or a mocktail to me. Okay. Folks are trying to sell you anything and tell you, ooh, that's a delicacy. Ooh, let's look at that bug over there and put some hot sauce on him. That's no. Anywho.
Ooh, that gave me an idea for a volcano margarita.
Okay, listen. Okay, let's put the babies to rest. Okay, so back to the love here. Okay, the love. See, I'm like, oh my goodness. Lauryn Hill, I saw on YouTube. I haven't seen her in like forever. She looks really good. They're back touring the Fugees with her, and she, as she said, crashed Roberta Flack's funeral. And she was magnificent. She sang The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. That woman sang that song. It was so touching. I mean, I always love the song. I mean, you guys may not know about that, but you need to go on YouTube and listen because the song is prolific. However, she did it so much justice. Her voice is at peak performance at this point. Yes, I thought about that because when I looked at my coffee, okay. When I looked at my coffee, y'all, I thought about it. The first time ever I drank this stuff, I thought the sun rose out of my cup. Anyway, yeah, yes. So I just kind of thought about that. Yeah, I'm silly. Let me get a sip of this. So, okay, so my coffee, my way. Now, by now, we've been doing this little dance about this coffee since the beginning of August 2024. By now, you should know my coffee's pretty simplistic. Okay, I get me some strong Folgers. I don't know what else. Beautiful assistant, she puts in some cream and a little bit of sugar-free coffee mate and no sweetener. And that does it for sis. That's coffee my way. It used to be. This is how it used to be. It used to be. Maybe 7 big heaping tablespoonfuls of coffee make the powder. About 2 tablespoonfuls of Folgers. The Folgers went in first, okay? Then the coffee mate went in. Then, when I had the Splenda packets, I put maybe about 6 Splenda packets in there. defeating the purpose of all of this sugar-free stuff, right? What defeated the real purpose was the fact that I hadn't read the back of the Coffee Mate container, and it said how many carbs it was in it.
Yeah, it was like 10. I think it was like 5 carbs.
Yeah, for a half a teaspoonful, and I'm putting in, what did I take? A 6?
Yeah.
Put this way, it was no longer. It was probably some Caseate latte mocha choca. What? It was, yeah. Okay. But I only ever drank 1 cup of coffee at that time, preferably on a Sunday. But honey, it was so thick till you could pick it up.
Hey, Mom, I'm trying to tell you something.
Yeah, Volvo to Love popped in. Good morning, Cookie.
Oh, good morning, Volvo to Love. I'm going on and on about what my coffee used to be compared to what it is now, because I'm talking about coffee my way. Yeah. So I was saying I used to drink my coffee so thick that you could probably spoon it up. It was not, it was a good equilibrium of put your hair on your chest and yeah, all that good old sugar that I never put in, all in the form of carbs. When I realized or read the back of the Coffee Mate container, how high caloric it was and all of this, I'm like, okay, So then we started drinking the sugar-free liquid Coffee Mate. Well, it wasn't Coffee Mate. We used some international.
Yeah.
It was International Delight. But it just didn't hit the way the flavor wasn't there because we used the hazelnut. So, and I've never been a person that flavored anything. But the hazelnut, it was all right. I got used to it. And I put my little Splenda Zero in it. I was good. But then I went hard. Now it's been, 8 months or something like that?
Yeah, you haven't had Splenda.
I haven't had, listen, I went hard. I said, you know what? I'm just going to drink it without any sweetener. And I've been that way for 8 months. And I'm going to tell you, when you take the sweeteners out, at first it's like, but now I can taste whatever natural sugars or artificial sugars that are in the Coffee Mate sugar-free, because they have what's it, Splenda in it? Mm-hmm. Well, not the word Splenda, but the generic.
Was it sucralose?
Yeah, sucralose in it, excuse me. And I'm telling you, it's just highly sweetened. And even the cream, just straight up cream, has a sweetness to it. Which brings me back to the fact we wonder why, things are high caloric or why things are not good for you or why things may make you gain weight or whatever. And you're like, I'm barely eating anything. I'm sitting here drinking coffee. What's in it? The fact that I can taste so much sweetness in these things that are not sugar based or whatever, just like I said, the cream, it has a sweetness. And when you clear your palate and you just do things without adding all the sugar, I think all of the sweeteners, the sweetenings or the sweeteners, whether it be regular sugar or whatever, I think that it desensitizes your taste buds or something to only hone in on all the sugar, and then you don't get a whole lot of the flavor of stuff. Now I can taste the different layers of this cup of coffee. It's still sweet enough. I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna drink no black coffee because I don't know about that one. I may try it one day. Okay, I'll let you know how that turned out. However, my way right now is, like I said, with the sugar-free Coffee Mate, and it's not a lot, and a little bit of cream. And the reason why I do the ratio, because cream has less carbs in it. I do the little bit of the Coffee Mate for the hazelnut taste. And I probably could find something else that would just probably give that taste, to the milk. But no sweetener. So that's me. Like I said, coffee is very personal. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like I said, beautiful assistant, she cold all day long. I don't even know how she tasted because it's like I can't really taste the flavor unless it's warm or hot. Really, I don't want it steaming where it's going to put my mouth on fire. But I needed to have some heat because the heat kind of activates the taste to me. Okay, but she and will hold this coffee 24 hours. Can you?
Room temperature.
Yeah. She picked up a cup the other day. She's like, "What's this?" I'm like, where's it been? Luckily, it was juice. I'm like, okay, that has a milk product in it. But anyway, yeah, she drinks it cold. To each his own. Like I said, my husband likes coffee like they like on the trail. I guess the cowboys with those old tin or steel or what is that metal coffee pots with the handle that when you put the whole coffee thing, I think they have these little filters, these little metal filters. It's not even paper, it's a metal filter, and you put the filter inside the pot and you put it on the stove and you heat. I ain't lying to you. Yes. Okay, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. I had Keurigs. I got a regular coffee pot that you can plug into the wall. Okay, an electric coffee pot, but it's not the drip. Okay, it just heats water, so you can use it for tea or whatever. But it's electric. Okay, he has the old canteen. Want to put a fire in the backyard and heat up coffee like he's a cowboy. He had a mini Keurig. Okay, he brought it home from his job that makes 1 cup of coffee that he had to have at his desk. Really? I mean, I would have took a baggie with some instant in it and used day water. But it's like, so it's all kinds of, like I said, everybody has their way of doing it. And like I said, even pairing their little food. Some people eat danishes and donuts and stuff like that. Some people just want a piece of toast. Okay. Some people just want it by itself. So it's so many different variations of how people pair it, drink it, like it. It is all about what you want. So I say to you, America, do you, boo? Your mouth, your stomach, your esophagus. Let me take a little sip here. And if visual assistant will help me show you guys the ingredients, we will see the ingredients and we will begin this journey of our Buffalo Chicken Casserole. Roll. See, I gave y'all some echo. Yes, created by myself because I'm what? So creative. Yes. Okay, y'all. Let me stop clowning and acting crazy. All right. So this is not going to be hard. Guess what? Winter left me. Okay. I see bugs and I saw some pollen. So now my nose is starting to run again. Can a sister get a break?
Because you had your 2 weeks.
I didn't even have a half a week. Okay, that is not true. Okay, so I'm going to start. So I saw these. This is supposed to be what, fusilli? Okay, it looks like, I think the difference between fusilli and just the spiral noodles is maybe it's a little bit bigger. They look like spiral noodles to me. Okay, I thought I was getting.
When you boil them, they expand.
They expand bigger, exactly. So I don't know if I want to use it. Yeah, well, I guess they'd be all right. I'm trying this. I wanted to see if it gave me a different look, or I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, I bought this. It was on sale, so you can get regular spiral noodles. You can use macaroni noodles. Hey, whatever. But I gotta go there sometimes. So I have one of these, and this is a pound, and I think a pound will probably be good enough. And I'm gonna put these on like now because I want them to be ready when I mix all this stuff together. I probably should have put it on earlier, but I had to get some sleep. I really did. So I actually went to sleep, and I got 3 hours. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I tell you, I'm dangerous now. Okay, so we got that. All right, we're gonna show them the rest. Okay. While beautiful assistant shows you the rest of the ingredients, I'm gonna put the pasta on. Okay, is that cool with you guys?
Alrighty. Okay. So. You put this in already, or going to?
No. Just show up all of the ingredients.
Everything that's here.
And then she's gonna show you all the ingredients, y'all, because y'all know I'm making this up as I go along.
Yes, sorry. Okay. The salt as well.
Maybe. That's a maybe.
Okay, so I'm starting with what's in my hand currently. Got some iodized salt. Oop, that's not turned the right way.
I
This
said
way.
maybe. So that's the first thing you're gonna lead with.
Maybe. Because it's the first thing in my hand, but we may or may not use this item. Black pepper. We have the Red Hot original, what is it, seasoning blend. That's a definite, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing that is maybe is
that.
salt.
Okay. We have garlic powder. Sazone in the special shaker. We have a little bit of onion powder, if I could turn it the right direction. There we go. Some carnation milk. There we go. Why can't I ever turn it the right way? There we go. I don't know how you do this. You've mastered this over here. Turning the labels right. Okay. Cream of chicken soup. Family size. And of course, we have Casey's blessing because this goes in everything and is awesome. It's delicious. And white ground pepper. And of course, butter, because butter makes everything better. Period. So that's our list as of now of delicious ingredients. So I'm going to start migrating this back over so that she may use some.
And we're gonna do switching. So the vast majority, see, it's a kind of a toss-up because the original recipe is very basic and it's kind of like a dip.
I'm sorry.
And what did she not show you? Okay, we
What?
said it's gonna be buffalo chicken,
cheese.
right?
We
Chicken,
ain't
right?
no chicken
Okay,
or-
we haven't seen a bird, a feather. We
Right.
haven't.
Oh, and our veggies.
I have to make her do this more often. She got to get into practice. Okay, she got to get into practice. Okay, because yeah.
Okay, are we gonna put the cheeses as well?
yes, we're gonna pull all the cheeses. Now, this is what inspired me because I had never seen this before, and I don't know if you guys ever saw this before too, or not. I've never seen this cheese before. That's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. Okay, she had to taste the cheese, y'all. So let me just pull this off here to make sure it wasn't too hot. Now, if you can see this, I hope you can see. If you look closely, you see what this says? Have you ever seen cheese like this? And it kind of inspired me. I said, what can I make to use this cheese? Because I just thought it was so interesting. So this is Sargento's Frank's Red Hot Shredded Cheddar, Colby, and natural American cheeses with a little hint of cayenne seasoning. How cool is that? And it's not that hot because that's why I have beautiful assistant tasting because y'all know I like a little heat, but I'm not trying to have a 5-alarm fire. Here, you can put that over there too. Now, as far as like the carnation milk, I'm tossed up. I probably will use a little bit of cream. I'm tossed up as exactly what I'm going to do for the sauce, but we just going to figure it out and it's going to be good. Okay. And also, of course, we're going to use a little bit of Velveeta because this cheese is very, very sharp. The that cheese I just showed you is very, very sharp. I need to taper down some of the sharpness with the Velveeta, so I'm going to use some of that. I am also get me the Mexican cheese, that one that melts. Okay, I have, of course, yes.
So we have somebody else that came in. The cat man is back.
Well, hello. How are you? How was your week? I hope it was good. We are doing a yummy Buffalo Chicken Casserole, but I've added my spin to it because, like I was saying, normally it is more like a dip, but this won't be. And then I still have some of this cheese that I had for what did I use this for? What did we use this for? We use this on
Chipotle Day.
Oh, Chipotle Day, because this cheese melts so nice and it's so mild. So just a mixture of cheeses. The main cheese I would suggest, if you don't have the red hot cheese available to you, all you have to do is get yourself some sharp cheddar and a little bit of the Frank's red hot season. I know that's everywhere. And you just sprinkle that in there because that's all they did. They put some hot sauce on it or whatever. I have my red pepper and I have a white onion. I have a half of a large red pepper diced finely and a half of a large white onion diced finely. That's it. Oh, also we got about 2 pounds of chicken. Not really smally. I won't say it's cubed. It's diced, but it's not in big chunks. So we kind of cut it down so it can distribute in the sauce that we're going to have. Also, I have my trusty celery flakes, which we got to get out of the cabinet there because I don't want to use real celery. I wanted to heighten that flavor with the celery flakes. So let me take, like I said, if you don't have this, get some. This is a staple. When they talk about staples in your pantry or whatever, get some of that stuff. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip.
Okay, water looks like it's almost ready to boil. Not quite, but it's
okay. So we're gonna get that pasta on.
Should
now.
I turn it up just one more?
Yeah, turn it on 8. And I'm using that new pot, y'all. So I got to be careful with the heat because that thing gets hot really fast. Yeah. So I've been really gentle. I've been gentle. I've been so gentle. I've been gentle with this pot. Yes, I have. I got the pot its own room. I bought it some new bedding and stuff. It has a nice pillow that it can lay on. It's good. Yeah. I put the people in the closet and gave the pot their rooms. That's what I did. Yes, I did. So the pot is being taken care of very well. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get my chicken. I'm going to season my chicken up. Okay. I'm going to lightly cook the chicken. I'm not going to cook it all the way because we're going to bake it in the oven. And I'm doing chicken breasts, but my chicken breast has been I always brine my chicken. I do a dry brine. I use the Adolph's meat tenderizer that has been on it since last night. Yeah. So it's going to be really.
Anyone doesn't know what it is or looks like.
This is magic. Yeah, okay, this is magic. No MSG, y'all. No this MSG. Is magic. Okay, and that's why I don't have to use salt because it has a little bit of salt in it. So that'll be pretty much all I'll do. So this chicken breast is going to be very, very moist and tender within this whole recipe. So let me get over here and I'm going to season up my chicken.
Now this is just a beautiful assistant suggestion or idea, but I could be wrong. What are your thoughts about like sour cream?
We can't hear you. Already ahead of you.
You thinking it? Okay.
Yes. Like I said, you're going to watch poetry in motion. You're about to watch one of the greatest experiments that you've ever seen. And it's going to be the best thing you ever rolled around your mouth. Let's call this a semi-concoction meal. How about that? Okay. So let me get over here.
So this is for science.
Science. This is for science. Okay. Science. This is for.
I had to give you a little echo.
Okay. So yeah. Let me get this stuff over here. I'm going to put my cheese back in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. Okay. I don't want it to get too soft. So I'll stick it up there. All right. So let me get my vegetables. My vitamins and vegetables. Okay. I'm going to, and remember guys, wash the tops of your cans. Why? Because we don't know what anything big or small has been touching it.
That's gross.
Okay. So, just to prove my point, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch this in front of y'all. So, this is what you need to do. I'm not being extra. Trust me. One day I'm going to bring a microscope and I'm going to let y'all see what lurks on these things. And you probably won't eat again after that, but I got to prove my point. I won't do y'all like that. Y'all just, hey, read. Butterfly in the sky. Yeah, that's what I want y'all to do. I'm not gonna psych y'all out. Have y'all scared to eat anything. Y'all be over there having malnutrition because I'm scared you. I ain't gonna do that. All right, so I washed my can off. I got another can. Let me wash this one too. Okay. And just wipe it off. And nice and dry. And everybody's had a nice little bath. Isn't that wonderful? I'm going to lightly season my chicken. And I think what I'm going to do, I was going to put it on some foil, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this right here. And I'm going to get my gloves. And I'm going to be all fancy today, y'all. Let me take my rings off. You see, no bracelets. I didn't wear my bracelets today. Got my earrings, though. They ain't going to get no salmonella, so you got to worry about it. So I'm going to get some gloves. And that way I can touch this chicken put it, and put the seasoning and stuff on it. I'm thinking, should I waste a dish? Or maybe I can just pop it, I'm not gonna be that lazy. Okay. I was being frugal, okay? Think about it. Shoot, my grandmother washed paper towels and hung them up underneath the cabinet then and then reused them. But see, back in the day, paper towels really did what Bounty shows on their commercial, how they used to have like something heavy and they would wet the paper towel and put it on a paper towel and it would hold up. They don't do that one no more. You know why? Because it hit the floor. That's why. They don't want to be caught out there. That's why. But it does. I do like them better than any other paper towels. I would say they are more absorbent. I will tell you that. And I use a lot of paper towels. So.
Reverend Huckabee just dropped in and said, hey there.
Hello, Miss Huckabee. How are you? Okay, so my water, she is boiling. I'm going to open up this pasta. And I'm going to use this whole pound right here. I may use a little bit of the other. I've never seen how far it expands. It probably will expand pretty far, but I'm not going to cook it all the way. It's going to be a little al dente because, like I said, we're going to bake it too. So let me put this in. I don't want to make too much because I'm only using that small casserole over there. We'll get this in the garbage.
G-file.
In the G file, yes. I think I'm going to do just a touch, maybe a quarter cup out of this one. Because I do want to have enough pasta in ratio to the meat. And let's see. Now, normally people look at this, a buffalo chicken recipe is a keto recipe. And it is when you don't put pasta in it. It can still be a keto recipe if you use that pasta that I was using before, Fiber Gourmet. It can still be low carb and keto. So you can still have this pasta and make it keto. I didn't choose to do that today. I'm going for the full Monty. Okay, so let me get that in here. But you can, I'm going to tell you like this. I didn't choose to use it because I got to get my supply back up. I don't have any of these kind of noodles. So you have to order them. They don't come out of the store. Unfortunately, all the stuff that you really want and need, you got to order it. So, hey, what can you do? So we do this, and guess what? We do what? Everything in moderation. We don't eat a whole giant platter of it. We eat a little. Okay, so let me just mix this up. And that can do its thing. Here. I'm going to spray my skillet, my favorite skillet. Yes, I am. When this skillet finally goes, y'all, we're going to have a service for it. I'm just letting you know. Okay. But this skillet has done me well. It sure has. It has performed beautifully. Beautifully. It really has. And it's been through the fire. Yes, it has.
That's the favorite.
That's my favorite. Okay, so I'm going to use this little thing here. Now, actually, you could just put the seasoning in here and do my little massage. You know what? I'm going to do that. We're going to get a double dip out of this bag. So I'm not using this. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. How about that? Let me put this over here. I think I'm going to turn this up just another one because it's really not doing much. Okay? So when I say I'm a double dip, y'all, I have my freezer bag that I've done my dry brine in. So that's already seasoned. I'm going to dip my seasonings in here, whatever I'm using, and then I'm going to show you the most beautiful massage my chicken gets taken care of. This is why it takes care of me. My tummy loves it. Yes, it does. So, we get a paper towel because I got a little condensation from that top on my counter, and we must not have that. That will never do. So, let's get that over here. So, we will begin. Oh, I got garlic powder, but I've gotten kind of in love with the minced garlic, so I'm going to do that. And I forgot about all my herbs and spices. How could I forget that? How could I forget that? Okay, so somebody's been in my fridge and rearranged stuff. Yeah, you did. Because my minced garlic is not over here where I had it.
I know. You did that.
I have not.
You put it in
Monique,
the door.
beautiful assistant. Okay. Now, see what I'm going to do, y'all, because she's trying to blow spots. Okay. I reorganized my fridge the other day. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to do it again. When I come back on here next week, if it don't look like that picture, it's her. Okay.
And so that I helped organize it. So
Okay.
there should be no
I had my spices down here. It's this all this stuff is in logic. All of the vinegary things are on this side.
Mm-hmm.
The jellies are on. I am quite organized. I have to be that way. When it's out of place,
it's me. I'll say that. But you know why I know I didn't change anything yet? Because I was looking for the garlic yesterday. Or
that don't mean nothing. That just means that you forgot.
Yeah, throw it on the beautiful assistant. I'll take the L. It's cool.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna make a whole new word. Y'all. Okay. Y'all. Yes. Okay, so I think I'm gonna hit it. Nah, I was gonna hit it with the basil leaves, but I won't do that. I'm just gonna do my other basil that's already chopped because it's my kitchen and I do what I want. Okay. But you do what you want. You do you, boo. So let me get this sour cream because I'm feeling like I want to put that in here. So right here I have my little cup of seasonings. I call them cup of seasonings. They're so great because they stay fresh for like a long time. They don't wilt. And I'm telling you, food is expensive and these herbs are really expensive. And for them to wilt in a couple of days, I'm not having it. So I found this. And they're snackable.
They're very.
Look at that.
The flavors are very intense.
The flavors are very intense, right? So I have basil. I have some parsley. I have cilantro. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Teresa had a nice comment for us. She said, the both of you need to get a kickoff segment, mother and daughter, called Organizing the Cabinets.
No. Okay. See, that won't even happen, T, because your niece don't know how to organize no cabinet.
I know how to
No, the thing about it is, I put
put
things in size order. That's how I roll. Visually, y'all know me. Everything visually is a visual thing for me. So when I go into my pantry, I want every label turned where I don't have to figure out what's in the bottle, even though I may be able to see it. Say what you like. Okay, I have a shelf for nothing but canned goods with the labels I want turned around. I have a shelf for nothing but things in bottles. Yeah, that's how, but.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. One day we're going to take a picture of her organization, and then I'm going to do an organization.
And then we're going to take a picture of what it looks like once she gets in my kitchen.
You guys take a vote.
Once she gets in my kitchen. See, this is how it works. Okay, I work all week long, so the kitchen gets to be her domain. Okay, on the weekend I come down Friday, and then I get to looking at my kitchen, and it doesn't look like my kitchen, so that makes me happy. Now the beautiful assistant's mess, so I come in and I reorganize it so I can function for my television family. Okay, and tomorrow it'll be if I let her back. Ooh, child, things ain't going to get easier. That's all I'm telling you.
Let the record reflect that only applies to the lovely assistant and not the tall.
Okay, you see, boy, man.
Wow, you see how
where is the love? Where is the love? Okay, y'all. So I'm starting with my Casey's blessing, and yes, you can use whatever all-purpose seasoning you have at hand. I am really diligently. Matter of fact, this is closer than you think. Okay, that's all I got to say. Once you get it, I'm telling you, and I'm not trying to just pat myself on the back, but I'm telling you like this. I should call this the Stepford or the Borg blessing, because you're going to want to use nothing else. Nothing. If you look at my earlier videos before I created this, it wasn't in it. There were other stuff. But now, let me put it this way. I got people from outside who have eaten at my house, okay, and it wasn't used in one dish, and they're like, "Oh, mom didn't make that shit, did she?" They can. I don't know how I would live without it. So I can take this, and I'm probably going to put a good tablespoon and a half of this because this has no salt. This is all flavor, okay? And I'm just going to squeeze it and make it rain and do whatever I want, okay? Because it's about the flavor, y'all. It's the flavor. So, for you, because you're using something else, and I can't vouch for that, if you do, probably about a tablespoonful. It's 2 pounds of cubed up chicken breast. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'm turning it down now because it decided to speak up and talk to me. Okay, so I'm gonna stir this because I don't want this to get too soft. And a minute, beautiful sisters, you may have to take this off and strain it because I don't want it to get too soft because I don't want it to be mushy. I want it to have some integrity, but I don't want it to be al dente once it comes out the oven. Okay. So I'm going to take my minced garlic, which I've become quite fond of, and I'm going to put 2 squirts. 2 squirts. So the top of this bottle, if you get this minced garlic, so 2 squirts is probably about a teaspoonful. Okay, but I'm measuring in squirts because this is what I'm using. Okay, so 1, 2. Hey, I may even do 3, so a teaspoon and a half. Because even though this is fresh garlic, it's not as pungent as me chopping up garlic, which means that it does not overpower my food. And that has always been my issue with the use of fresh garlic, overpowering my food. I don't want to be a walking smell factory. I'm just saying. And that's just me. So I'm going to put this back. Oh, dorking now. So then, on top of that, I'm not going to put my celery in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sweat my vegetables a little bit in the skillet, and you'll see what I mean about sweating in a minute. And I will add the celery because it'll reanimate the celery because it is dry. But this right here, like I said, is a game changer as far because celery has a pretty mild flavor, but this takes it up to the top. It takes it up to the top. It really does. I'm not exaggerating.
Let me interject really quickly and let you know that Mia Gaming said hi.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh, and Benjamin Williams just walked
Hey,
in.
Benjamin, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Casey. That's what they said.
Okay, white pepper, my friend. Okay, I'm going to keep it away from my nose because it does make me sneeze. I like it. It's really good for... Hey, Lois, how are you?
She said, hold on, let me read the comment. It says, hi, Casey, beautiful assistant, family, friends. Our rewatch after visit sick friend in nursing home abandoned by our family.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Hit the
hey, Lois.
Wait. Hit the like button and comment. Everyone have a great weekend.
Yes, Lois, your sick friend. If they have a television, hey, put them, let them look our way. Let me know, and I'll wave at them and say hi. How about that?
Yay.
That may pick your spirits up. Hey, I'm corny.
And Mia Gaming said, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we got some white pepper. Okay, white pepper, different than black pepper, a little milder. The taste is they kill me with this nutty thing. Okay, when somebody says the taste is nutty, I think peanuts. I don't know. I can't put my finger on the taste of white pepper, but I will tell you, the first time I ever really tasted it in something was I got a tuna sandwich when I was in Washington, D.C. And they made it with little pieces of celery, and it was this flavor and just some mayo. But I didn't know what the flavor was. So I asked the person, and they said white pepper. And what it did, it gave it just that little bit of spice, but not like black pepper. It wasn't like punch you in the face type thing. So I started using it in my tuna because I noticed the kids like the tuna with the little pieces of celery. Hence is why I got the dried celery, because I'm going to tell you, I'm not a big celery fan. I will use it in cooking, and then usually I just take it out or whatever. I don't want to eat it unless it's really diced really fine. But the flavor in the tuna, it really enhanced it. And then when I used the dried celery, and I would crush it up really good and put it in there with some mayo and a little bit of this, the kids really liked it more so than my traditional way of making it like my mother used to make it with the relish and all that stuff in it. I liked it. It was good, but I like this better. So you might want to try it that way. Pretty simple ingredients, and always have this on hand, especially when you got kids that don't want to see the pepper. You still get the dynamic, you know. All right, so I'm going to take about a half a teaspoonful of the white pepper and put it on there. And I'm going to take some onion powder. That's going to be a teaspoonful of onion powder. If you notice, if you haven't been here with me before, I use a lot of powders. And the reason why is I try to cut the sodium as much as I can. Okay? I will tell you, iodine is a key component in your diet. So completely removing it from your diet is removing nutrients from your body that it needs. You can use iodized salt sparingly, okay, if you want to. I don't know if I have to look up what other, if they have any other vegetables or something that has iodine in it. But that is a nutrient that your body requires. Yes.
Sorry, you may want to check on your.
Yeah, check this. I smell it. So, beautiful assistant's going to drain these noodles, okay, and run cold water on them to stop the cooking process.
Yep.
Okay, so we might as well get the water going. All right, get that over here. All right. You want to get the top? Or you want to? Okay. All right. So she's going to do that. And like I was saying, I have to do some research as to what other foods or whatever may have iodine in it if you just don't want to use salt. Okay. But you don't have to use a whole lot of it. People have a dynamic with salt or an issue with salt because they use too much of it and they don't realize that the other seasons that they use contain salt too. So now you're on salt overload. But you need to think about it's a lot of the things. It's just like with glucose. People are afraid of glucose. Our body naturally makes glucose, but it makes it to the level that helps us be nutritionally and physically sound. We come into the problem when we eat all these outside things that give it overload. And our livers and our gallbladders and our kidneys and things can't process this. But these are natural things that are in your body. They naturally produce. You need a certain amount of carbohydrate in your diet, not cake and cookies, complex carbohydrates, like veggies and stuff, so don't get it twisted. See, we either are all or nothing, but we don't take the time to butterfly in the sky. Read, figure out what's good for you. Look at a label. Don't let people blow smoke up you. And then you can enjoy yourself. Okay. Everything you do in too much is going to be bad for you. That's just the bottom line. Okay. Even if you eat healthy foods, if you eat too much of them, it's no longer healthy. Okay. So just, put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm just saying. So anyhow, I did the onion powder. I'm going to do a little bit of black pepper. So about a half a teaspoon of the black pepper on this lovely little meat. Okay. Just like that. Then what I'm going to do now, this is something that I just recently, I would say maybe a year. Have we been using this a year? This Red Hot. I found this, like I said, I shop on Instacart, so it's so easy to surf and find all kinds of new things. And I found this, and the reason why I bought it is because I get these Just Bare chicken strips, okay? And they are bare. I love them because I love the consistency of the meat being a frozen piece of chicken breast and breaded. It's lightly breaded. They're a little bit less caloric and healthier than your regular breaded chicken strip that you get out the restaurant or the store. It's enough breading that it's breading, but it's not overpowering. So you got a lot of meat, which I find to be different. It's very, yeah. If you're going to eat some, you might want to do that. And I bought them for the kids, but they were bland. So when I made the Casey's Blessing, I put Casey's Blessing on it. And then I saw this because my kids like spicy. Okay. But I'm not trying to give them an ulcer, so I know I eat Red Hot's hot sauce and it's not that hot. It just enhances the flavor. So when we saw this, I said, okay, fine. We can make buffalo chicken strips or give it a little heat. So what I do is, and I have a video on that too, how I do my hack Fast, easy. You love it. It's really good. So I take the strips, they're frozen. I put the Casey's blessing on both sides. I lightly sprinkle this on both sides, stick it in the oven, 15 minutes on one side, 17 on the other at 350. To die for, yes. So that's why I started using this. Same premise, okay? Because when you make buffalo chicken wings or anything like that, and you make it from scratch, they have you use hot sauce. Well, they used to have you use hot sauce. Now they got the buffalo sauce. Any number some hot sauce, I'm telling you. You use hot sauce and you use butter and melt it. Mix it together. You can either see, I like to cook mines on it. Now, some people will fry up the wings without any batter, and it's just the skin crisp, and then they will toss it in the sauce. I ain't that kind of chick. I want my stuff on mine. So I bake mines on the sauce. I don't do that frying thing. Perfect every time. So, anywho, so that's why I got this. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this, and I'm gonna go a little because it can get hot. Did you run more cold water on it?
And I'm letting it drain.
Okay, you need some cold water because it's still a little warm. Okay.
I didn't know you wanted to be cold.
Yeah, I want to be cold because I want to stop the cooking process now. So I'm going to take about a half. I'm sorry.
Your stove's been blinking for a while.
Okay. Because it's still registering, I guess, the pot. But it'll go off. I'm going to put half a teaspoon, maybe a quarter teaspoon because I'm using that hot cheese. Quarter teaspoon of this. This is optional. If you don't have this, quarter teaspoonful, or depending on how hot you want your heat, quarter teaspoonful of cayenne pepper. Okay? So let me just put teeny tiny. There you go. There you go. Of that on here. So, I forgot. My low sodium. Oh, no salt. I take that back. No salt, Sazon.
Lois left a message. She said, "You're a queen of organizing and I need your tips." And then she said, "This crappy place has no internet TV. If she's calmed down, I'll try to use my phone."
Yeah, I mean, just, and I'll say hello to her.
Right, because she can't talk because she had multiple strokes.
Oh, she doesn't have, I know, I just figured maybe, just something to break up her day, cheer her up or whatever. If you can, if not, just give her my best.
Yeah.
How about that? Okay. So I took this. This is no salt, no MSG Sazon. I'm going to show you the packet because there's different types. This, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you if I still got some. Okay, here. So, you see this? They come in packets like this, and this is why I put in a salt shaker because I like to be able to evenly distribute stuff. But if you can see this, you see what it says? No salt. No, none, y'all. So don't let anybody tell you that I'm giving you Sazon and it's full of salt. They got the kind with the salt in it. They got the kind with the MSG. Why? I don't know. You want the flavor. Everything doesn't have to have salt in it. But I guess it's for those people who only use one type of seasoning. Right. That's probably why they put it in there. Because I layer flavors and I teach everybody to do that. It ain't necessary. Okay, so. All right, so I'm going to do a teaspoonful of this. And this is more a sprinkle for me, but for you, a teaspoonful. Okay, so I got that on it. So I hope y'all are still with me and follow what I put in here because I don't remember. Anyway, I'm joking. I do remember. Okay, so then I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to do some basil. I'm gonna do a little bit of cilantro because I love it. I really do. I have become a cilantro kind of girl. Now, for those of you who haven't been with me, I want to show you what a pinch is. A pinch is this much between your forefinger and your thumb. That's a pinch. I don't know what measurement that is, but your forefinger and your thumb, I'm hoping that everyone has one. And if you don't, then I'd say maybe a quarter teaspoonful. Okay. Of the cilantro, I'm going to do the same thing of my basil. And my parsley is simply out here because I like to make things look pretty. How about that? It does have a flavor though. And let's see. Okay, so a pinch of that. And if you heard that noise, that was our karaoke mic because I had to give them a mic because you can never hear them. Okay. So I had to give them a mic so they can sound normal like I do. Okay.
I could try projecting more.
Okay, you could, but let's see how effective that'll be. Okay, see, I have learned because I used to sing, okay, I know how to project my voice. So while others, their voices are kind of like compact right there in their throat, and they think that you can hear them, it's not. But when you sing, you learn to project. You learn how to use your diaphragm. You learn how to expand your vocal cords. Now, I'm not no great singer now or whatever, but I still have those skills. So that's why I can project my voice. And I don't need a mic.
Hooray! Okay. Did you hear me?
See, she's trying. She want me to hear her being facetious.
I'm not being facetious. I'm being serious. Yay!
Okay.
I'm gonna repeat. But anyway, go ahead.
All right. So I got all these lovely things in here, y'all. So I'm gonna close up this bag, and I didn't even need the gloves on because I didn't touch nothing. This is the clean way, the easy way. Okay. So you take this, and now I'm gonna show you how you take your chicken to the spa. You take your chicken, you turn it upside down, okay? Upside down. Boy, you turn me. Okay, okay. Okay, so, and what you do is you just kind of, make it all nice and massage it, and the chicken is like, I want to thank you. Yes, they do. And yeah, because even though they aren't physically or with us, they're still spiritually with us. And it's important. You think I'm being extra. It is important. It's a difference between trauma food, and trauma food is food that didn't go happily or no, or easily. I'm not going to say that, okay? Or easily. Okay, and food that they done flung it all around and it got all the bruises and stuff. I am telling you, there's a difference. When you treat your food nicely, you keep it at good temperatures when you bring it home, you clean it thoroughly, and you take your seasonings and you massage them in, and every piece of your meat or whatever you're cooking has equal time and is kissed equally. No child wants to be left behind, okay? Everybody wants to be heard, including the food you eat, okay? Ask them. So if you listen closely, you'll hear the little sigh of, okay, it was worth the sacrifice. See, because this food has sacrificed itself for you. Yes, it has, okay? It has given itself for the benefit of our nutrition. So we should be kind to our food. And I know you're probably like, okay, this chick done lost so much. But no, I have not. There's a reason why my food tastes so lovely. I'm kind to it.
So hold on, Lola's message. She said, you got my mouth watering now for Buffalo Chicken wings. And then she did a laughing emoji. And then she said, you're a caring person, Casey. I appreciate you. That's an amazing reason why I subscribed and will support you. And then she said, come on, Casey's blessed seasoning.
Yes. Tell that to my lawyer. Okay. They're working on it. Okay, but so you kind of massage it for a few minutes, make sure it gets all the little seasonings, every big and small. You can see if it's seasoned because you have your freezer bag that you have made use of it twice. You didn't just put this in here and now toss it in the garbage can, okay? Because it is disposable, but you can make it work for you in more than one way. So now that, and I'm going to let you see, because you saw what it looked like before, and now I'm going to let you see what it looks like after it's been to Casey's spa. So now, you see? Can you guys see? Maybe I'll move back. You can see the colors, I see your true colors shining through. Yes. So this meat is fully seasoned now. So I'm going to take it over here. Let me turn you there. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. Now I need a small skillet. No, a medium skillet. A medium skillet. I need a skillet. I need a medium skillet.
You want your clad or the regular one?
I need the regular one. I don't know why I bought new pots, y'all, because I'm just so
And this one's got the
yes, but you know what? Yes. Okay, these are the Ninja pots. I bought these going on 3 years ago, and honey, they done got some work. I will tell you, if they had been cared for properly, I wouldn't have bought some pots. But you know, some folks don't know how to wash things by hand. You know, so they got to put everything in the dishwasher. Do not believe the hype because it says it can go in the dishwasher. Don't do that to your pots. Okay. She never. You're right. She never washed them by hand. Okay, so let me spray this, and I'm going to show you how you sweat your veggies. I sweat my veggies because unless I want them to get a char on them, I just want them to kind of wilt a little because they're going to be cooked some more. So let me put this on. I'm going to put this on. Oh, yeah, I thought I was going to put it on. I'm going to put it on. It's hard to do this with gloves. I just realized this. Okay. I'm going to do maybe like a 7 to get it started. I'm going to put a drop of olive oil in here. You really don't have to, like I said, because when you're sweating it, you're covering it. And so it doesn't require frying. But I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil in here because, like I said, my pots have seen their better days. And I mean, just a drizzle. A drizzle. A drizzle is like you see a little bit coming out and you do that. That's a drizzle. Okay? So, once that heats up, just like that, I am going to sweat my vegetables, okay, while I am slightly browning my chicken. Okay, so I'm going to turn my chicken on and I'm going to put a little drizzle of olive oil in this too because I need a little bit more oil in this. So let's put this, and we'll do 8 for you. We'll do 7 for you. And I'm going to show you another trick. Now, you know, I'm a daredevil, right? You have seen me go straight up to my skillets with some water and do that. I don't say that you do that because you know what? I've been doing this forever. And me and the water are one. Okay, so I know when it dances. I know how far it's back to stay. I know when to hold and know when to fold. But for those of you who do not, and for those of you who are a little leery, go to the dollar store. They have these in all sizes for your skillets. You put this over your skillet. Let me see if I can make it where you can see. Put it over your skillet, right? Just like that. Now, okay. So you see, this is on your skillet. So you want to know if, and let me put this over here, if your pan is hot enough. Now, some people will say, you know, sprinkle a little flour. I ain't trying to go through all that. See, you know, it's like, I'll be totally honest. For me, I am to the point person, really. I am very detailed. I like things to look a certain way, but I am pretty to the point. You know, I'm not the person that'll take the zigzag a lot of times. It's like, hey, I'll go to the head and not the tail. I'm not going to the things in between. So that being the case, I'll put a little bit of water in here. Usually I'll just go to my sink and wet my hand. Now let's see what we got over here. So I can feel the heat here. I can feel it come. Okay. Okay, this one is a little hotter. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So I take a little bit of the water with the screen on. I put it through the screen. Guess what? Nothing pops me. When I hear it doing its thing, I know I can put something up in there. This is the time you do it before it smokes. So let me get this over here. I'm going to turn it down some now because it's hot enough where I want, and I want it to be like on a medium heat. And I'm going to put my peppers in first because peppers it take a little longer, you know, to do anything, you know, I don't want that crisp in it. So I'm going to put them in first and I'm going to distribute them in my pot. Okay. In about 5 seconds, I'm going to put my onions in. All right. So now let's check this pot out. You see what I'm saying? This one, the same thing. You hear that? Now that got way too hot. If you didn't hear how loud that was, that's pretty loud. So I'm bringing that heat down because I don't want this to start smoking like it's doing now. So let's put this on. Let me turn the eye. I'm gonna turn it way down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna move it off the eye for a second because I need to open up this chicken. And I'm gonna put the chicken in here, just like that, all of it. And I'm not touching any of it. Yeah. Okay, so that's there. This is that. Now I'm gonna bring it back to my eye. I'm gonna bring this back up to a medium, about a 6. And I'm going to take my chicken and I'm going to separate it in this pan. I just want the chicken, and let me turn this off. I just want the chicken to turn opaque. That's what I want the chicken to do. So here, let me turn. This is good. So now I'm going to put my onion in, y'all. And then I'm going to show you what I mean by sweating it. Okay, so onion goes in. Don't do this. I'm not touching the inside of the bottom of the pan. Okay. I'm going to get this over here, start tidying up. So I want your vegetables need to be flat in this skillet. I'm going to take it up to a 6. I am going to then take my lid. I'm putting my lid on it. Okay. And at this level, in this heat, what will happen is the natural condensation with this lid being on here is going to start to almost steam those vegetables. You want to be careful. I'm going to take it down some because I don't want it to brown. I just want it to wilt like a wilted flower. That's what I want. So I'm going to go back over here and separate this chicken in here like that. I'm going to bring it up a little because I do want this to turn opaque. So what I mean is, okay, the natural color of this chicken when it's raw, it looks pinkish or whatever this is, nude color. Yeah. When it is cooking, it starts turning opaque. When it's completely opaque and you can touch it and you can like cut it in half with something like this, then it's ready. Especially a chicken breast, okay? But right now, all I want is the opaque effect. Why? Because we're going to put this in the oven and cook it. So I'm going to put this, and this time I'm going to hit it at 400. I'm not going to do 350. So let me put my, start my oven heating and put it at 400, which is maybe a safe temperature for it because it's already cooked. The stuff going to be pretty much cooked. Okay, and start. Make sure that my rack is in the right place. You know, y'all know. Y'all know.
Check it.
I checked it. It's in the right place.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn it a little. And you just want to kind of turn it, you know, so you can just get it opaque. Not a big deal. I just have an issue. Now, some people will put this in there raw and just cook it fully. I have an issue with raw things going with things that are cooked or don't require cooking, you know. And that's just me. It's up to you how you want to do it. This is just the way that I cook. I'm very meticulous about the way I do stuff. You ain't got to be as persnickety as me. You do you.
Lois left a last message. She said she's heading out now.
Okay.
She's gonna leave the TV up because the algorithm was.
Oh, you know what, Lois? You're a doll. You're a doll. You really are. You're a doll. Let me throw this out. Okay, get that water out of here. Wipe that off. It is very important, and I'm going to keep reinforcing that. Cleaning as you go along is the utmost important. Not because, you know, I be tripping. It's because when you finish cooking, you tired. You want to eat and you want to relax. You don't want to have to come back here and clean no kitchen. I know I don't. Do you? Let me know if you like cleaning the kitchen after you cook. Throw some hands up, something. Okay. So let me none because no one wants exactly. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm telling you like this. I'm gonna put a top on here, y'all. Let me know if you feel what I'm saying. Give me some hearts, some thumb up, some something. Okay. I'm gonna throw this out. Okay, so what I am gonna do, I have my pasta over here, and it's good. See, this is one way you can tell that your pasta is fully drained. If you sit it on top of a pot or a container or something, and it's dry. You don't want waterlogged pasta going in your casseroles because then you will have casserole soup. I'm just saying. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to start building my sauce. Okay, this is going to be interesting, y'all. Watch this. I got one more thing I'm going to do. Okay. You don't have to. But this is what I'm going to do because I keep this lovely sauce. Yes, I do. Makes it easy for me. Easy like Sunday morning. You can use Cheese Whiz if you want. That if you can't find this, you can use this is Velveeta cheese sauce. The packets that come in the Velveeta shells where they sell them separately. Very convenient. So let me go over here. Let me check my onions and stuff. I'm going to stir my onions. Let me get a separate spoon. I'm just going to stir them because they are wilting nicely. And you just kind of keep them moving. Put that top on there just like that. No cross-contamination with my spoon. I have my chicken spatula here. I'm going to flip my chicken because my chicken is getting opaque. I don't want it to cook. And because I have a top on it, that'll help it cook quicker. I don't want it to cook. So I probably will take it off of the stove in like a minute or so. Okay? Because as I said, I'm not trying to cook it all the way. And I want it to cool down just a little bit when I mix it with other stuff. So let me just wipe this off. Okay. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. Anyway, let me open this up, and I'm going to use this as my first cheese base, and that way I'll have something to work with. Find my scissors. Okay, and open it up, and I'm just doing 1 pack of this. This is optional, y'all. If you want, you don't have to do this, or you can just melt some cheese. I'm not trying to go there. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Just like that. Squeeze the whole pack in there. Okay. And I'm going to take my chicken and I'm going to push it to the back burner because I want it to stop cooking right now. I'm going to throw this in the garbage. So I have 1 pack of the Velveeta cheese sauce to start my base. Throw that in the garbage. Then I'm going to take a tablespoonful of sour cream. Why is this leaking water? Okay. So that'll be about that. That's like a dollop. Or, like I said, a tablespoonful. I love using these squeeze things. It makes life easier for me. Okay, I got that. So now I'm going to do, and I'm not going to use the carnation milk. I'm going to use a little bit of this cream of chicken. And what I think I'm going to do with this is, I think I'll use the smaller one. I'm not going to open up the bigger one. Let me use the smaller one. Nah, I'll use the big one.
You think you're going to use like all of it?
Yeah, because I need a sauce. I want everything to be sauced. I don't want any unsauced pasta. I want my pasta and my chicken mixture to melt together. Almost like you're doing mac and cheese. Okay. And I'm just opening the can, y'all. I didn't open it before because I wasn't sure whether I was going to use it all. Now, you can use cream of chicken. You can use cream of celery. You can use cream of mushroom, whatever you want. Just do it. This is the family size. And it depends on how much of this stuff you're making. Okay? So, I always got to do everything for the masses. Let me get that in here. So, and this is, how much? I can't see it. 22 ounces. Okay, everything came out. How lovely. So I'm going to put that in here. Drop that in the garbage. Okay, so I got that going on, y'all. Ain't nothing going on but the rent, y'all. That's it. I'm going to take this butter and I'm going to melt it. Do I have a glass? Where's the glass?
They're back behind the yellow bowl.
Okay, Corey.
Okay.
Yes. I don't have long arms. I'm a short little person.
Yeah, they both should be back there together.
And of course, like I said, you can tell that I didn't organize that because I would have brought it to the front. Okay, let's take a look at my veggies. Okay, this is perfect. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you have sweated your veggies. They still look pretty much like they've just been cut, but they are tender enough to go into this casserole and cook through and not come out. You know, when you overcook vegetables sometimes, and when you eat them, then they have disappeared, disintegrated. I don't want that. So I'm gonna let this sit right here, and I'm gonna crumble just a little bit of my dry celery. No, I want a measuring cup. That one.
2 glasses.
Yes, I could put this in here. So I got a whole stick of butter, real butter. I'm gonna break this up here, and if you stick that in the microwave, please, Corey, put that on a minute. And I'm just going to melt it down because, you know, butter is part of buffalo chicken, doing buffalo chicken. So now I'm going to take some of my dry celery. Now, sometimes it has bigger pieces in it, so I kind of pour it in my hand, and I do this. So I can kind of break up the pieces, and I put it in there. So this is about a tablespoonful because I don't want all the hard, you know, it's freeze dried, so it will reanimate as it cooks. But I just like to make everything nice and smooth and all that. So now I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna hit my vegetables with a little bit of my Casey's blessing. Ooh, that smells good.
It does smell good. So I have a question.
Yes.
If you were making a more traditional,
We can't hear you. Microphone.
How am I make that noise again? Okay, hold on. If you're cooking a more traditional, like the buffalo wings or strips or whatever, would you say it would be better to cook the sauce on it raw or cook it first and then put the sauce on it?
Well, if I'm cooking it traditional, I'm gonna tell you like this. You can do it both ways. It's up to you. Okay, I have cooked it because I clean my chicken thoroughly, and I will immerse my chicken in the sauce and bake it like that till it's done. It really works well, but you have to make sure that you got some adherence because sometimes it will. Wow, look at me. I rub my hands together and rip the gloves. Okay, let's get these things off because you know this is not my life. Okay, but anyhow, so you can do that, but you're gonna have to baste it because it may not adhere.
Right. Okay.
What I like to do is to cook it and then I make like a little sauce and put it on and let it, and then I cover it and let the sauce absorb into the chicken.
See, I like that idea because, like, or at least cook it partially first.
Yeah, cook it partially.
That juice,
right,
know, that drips off of it, and that mixes into the sauce sometimes.
All right, so yeah, that I'm with that, but you know, either way.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, either way, whatever your preference is. Like I said, I'm not big on raw meat. Just throwing it in. Well, I mean, you know, like that, you know. Unless I'm doing it like a marinade or something like that. But if I'm talking like a barbecue sauce or something like that and they're going on the raw meat, and, you know, that's just me.
Yeah, perfect.
But it's preference. As long as you clean your stuff and don't let nobody tell you, oh, just take it out the package, you're going to salmonella. Let me tell you something. You isolate your space, you clean your chicken, and then you sanitize your sink. Simple. That's all. I've never had anybody get sick off of anything I've ever made in my entire history of cooking. And that's been a big history. So trust me, clean your stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna take, I hardly got any in here. All right, let me get the other one. I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. So this may be enough right here, let's see. Yeah, that's about 1/4 cup. Okay, I'm going to do my butter, my whole stick of butter. I am going to take some of this lovely seasoning here, just a tad. Oh, shoot. Okay, I need to get that out. You know I put more than a tad in there. Y'all didn't see that. Let me get this out of here. What? Okay, now more stuff. What's going on? Okay, something stuck up in there. Let me get the other one. I need to get this out. More than a tad in there, and then it'll be way too hot. So and when you have these little snafus like this and you get too much, don't worry. Be happy. You just take it and you skim it off the top.
Yeah, the measuring cup got trapped in there.
Okay, so yeah, I just took it. Yeah, that's good right there. That's perfect. Because I was about to, and I still am. So I took all that off. So you only want to do about a teaspoonful of the heat. I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to lift the lid up because it's a flip lid, and I took the whole top off and then sprinkled it. Tell you, them senior moments, they do come when you're 26. But I'm gonna tell you like this, I ain't gonna even lie. They ain't gonna lie that on I'm not gonna tell that lie on the senior. Them youngins have them too. Okay, much more than I do. So let me go over here and I'm gonna get a little bit of the Frank's Red Hot hot sauce, because traditionally this is what you would do. So I'm gonna put a little bit in here. This is not hot, and that's why I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna get that in there just a little bit, and that's a half a teaspoon, maybe a quarter teaspoon, because remember we got hot cheese or seasoned cheese, because it ain't hot. Okay, I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of minced garlic, 1 squirt. Okay, 2 squirts. I'm going to do a little black pepper. So basically, I'm seasoning up this sauce, okay? Just like that. And this is a base. Black pepper, quarter teaspoonful. I'm going to stick some fresh herbs in here too, because it's all about the layering. Pinch of cilantro. Pinch of basil. Okay, let me get my vegetables off of there, because everything is where it needs to be, okay? And like I said, this is how you do it. This is how you ensure that your food is going to have flavor from top to bottom. When you get dressed, you don't just put on one part of your clothing and then go out naked. That's not how you do. Well, I guess maybe some people do. Maybe if you're in a nudist camp or something. I don't know. But we're in society where we have to wear clothes. Okay, so that being the case, let me hit it with the KC's a little. Season that. Put this over here. Put that back here, over here, there. Get this little crumb stuff up. This goes in my sink. Get all that off of there. Okay, and I think I'm going to do another half a teaspoonful of this sour cream. Okay, there we go. Not using the carnation milk, it wasn't necessary because I used the cream, remember? Right. So now I'm going to take this and I have my 3rd spoon. No cross-contamination, y'all. I'm going to take this and I'm going to mix it up. Just like that. Look, I'm getting stuff outside of my bowl. So let me not get all I'm getting excited now because I'm like, okay, this may taste good, y'all. Let me get this up because I dropped a little on the floor. It jumped out the bowl. It got excited with me. It's like, ooh, she may be on to something. And usually what I will do when I stir, I don't really, because when I whip stuff up like this, I'll take a fork. Because this cream of chicken soup, needs to be smoothed out. So that's a thing too. Okay, so I'm just getting this all nice. And I'm going to let you guys see what it looks like. You just want to make sure everything's all incorporated in here. All of your flavors. So you stir from the bottom, you scrape your sides, you stir from the bottom, you scrape your sides until everything is all incorporated. This is what it's going to look like. This is what it should look like. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it should look like. So now I'm going to get my vegetables here. And they cooled off a little, so they don't have to be all the way cool because we're going to put it in the oven anyway. And I'm going to take all my vegetables and put them in here. And even though I don't have fresh celery, these are still my Trinity girls, you know. It's just one of them are fossilized. That's it. But it will, like I said, it will regenerate itself, or what do you call it? Reanimate itself, because it's in all this nice liquid. I just have to wipe this off. Keep that nice and clean. Okay, let me close the scissors up. Put them back. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to mix my veggies up in here. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to fold my veggies in. Folding, when they say that, no, you don't take a piece of paper and fold it up. Folding means you take it from the bottom and you just fold it over the top. Fold it over the top. Fold it over the top. Fold. So I'm folding my vegetables in this mixture. So I'm going to do that. Fold it in. Okay, so now it gets better. So I'm going to take this chicken here. Now, the chicken has been sitting. It has got a nice little juice to it. It's not all the way done, but it's done enough. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to use the juices in this chicken, and I'm going to take this mixture, and I'm going to pour it over the chicken. Just like that, y'all. Get it all out of there. Get all that creamy goodness in there. Just like that. Get this over here. And then I'm going to try to carefully incorporate the chicken into this mixture, which I probably would have been better off had I had a deeper pot. But I'm trying not to use a whole lot of dishes. So let's see what happens, y'all. Now, as soon as I started stirring this, to go to show you how moist this chicken is, it emitted a whole juice here, like a soup almost, you know. So I'm definitely going to put some more cream up in here because I don't want to have soupy casserole. But once I put this onto, and I probably will use that big pot there and mix it all together. I want to mix the noodles with this sauce here, chicken sauce, and then I'm going to layer it. I'll see how much of this sauce is absorbed with the noodles, because I didn't realize this chicken was going to be so moist. I mean, as soon as I put this cream sauce on it, it exploded with moisture. And that's a good thing because, like I said, you know, chicken breast tends to be dry a lot of times, but you can get a healthier version, you know, with using a chicken breast, and it can still be moist and tender and delicious, and yes, coming together even with the juices. So I think this is perfect because maybe, you know, it's going to be easier to get it incorporated with your noodles. And as usual, I'm looking at this and I probably will have way too much to go in that pan. So I'm going to have to freeze some of this, and maybe I'll make a buffalo chicken and broccoli soup. What do you think about that?
That sounds good.
See, I'm always thinking of creativity. Okay, so got that in there just like that. Stir it. Just like that. Let me put some water in my little bowl here. Okie dokie, let's see what's going on. Let me take my little casserole dish. You know, I always end up using this casserole dish, y'all, because I like to see the food cook, but it's so difficult to deal with when you put foil on it. That's the only thing. I'm going to wash my pot out so I can mix all this stuff in here together. And I will make a mess, you know. Because I already know what situation going to be. I'm going to make a mess.
But we'll clean it.
Yeah, but I don't want to make a mess. Me and mess don't go good together. So I'm going to wash this with some Dawn dishwashing detergent. Free advertisement, Dawn. here, so let me get that off. And then I'll dry this pot out. And we'll get it all mixed up and get it inside our casserole dish and let it cook. Okay, so let me get this dried out because I don't want to have any excess fluid in here at all. Okay, let me get this over here. I'm going to take this lid, put it there, and this is stuck. Okay, dry off everything. Get the backsplash, all that good stuff like that there. Off of here. Okay, pretty. All right, so, and this condensation here. So, of course, I'm going to spray this little glass pan. Okay, and I hope we can get all this. I know I'm going to have some left over. Never you mind, because I'll figure out something to do with it. I sure will. Okay. Get this over here. This top in the sink. And there, get my chicken spatula over here out the way. And wipe the stove off. Okay, got that chicken out of there. Let's get this screen. And let's see if we can get this pasta out of this colander that's been sitting here.
You want me to help?
Okay, no. I just, it gets molded sometimes when it's sitting there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take it. My hands are clean, y'all. And I'm going to break it up. And this is the perfect consistency right here. It's not mushy. And it didn't expand that much, y'all. It's kind of chunky. And it just gives you something to bite. Yeah. So it's not mushy, which is great.
That'll be good when you bake it up.
Okay, so I got that. I'm going to get this over here. Put this out over here. And now what I am going to do, because I don't, and you know why I don't put salt in my pots when I cook pasta? Because salt degrades the inside of your pans. People will do it. You will see chefs do it all over the place. They can afford to keep buying pots. Okay. You put it's granular, so it degrades your pots when you put salt in. So I'm going to take just a pinch of this salt, just so little you can't see it on my hand. And I'm just going to sprinkle it over my pasta. Okay, and I'm going to get this. And now it's going to be the challenge. Let's see if I can lift this thing here. Okay. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
If I can't lift it, then I'll have the young people come and lift it for me because I'm so frail, Hey, don't get it twisted.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. All right, let's see. Yep, so this is what you do when you don't have anybody to help you. This is how you handle it. Okay, and you get it all in here. Because believe it or not, these pots on their own are pretty heavy.
Right.
They really are. They're pretty heavy. They kind of like on the level of a cast iron skillet. I guess that's why they last so long. And so I got this in here, just like that. Okay, let's get this over in here. Oh boy, you got a lot of dishes to wash, beautiful assistant. Yeah, I'm gonna mix this up, and then I'm gonna let you see what it looks like mixed up. It looks fabulous. It looks like if you wanted to not bake it, you cook the chicken all the way with the sauce and you can eat it like this. That's what it looked like. Every piece, like I said, every piece of this pasta, I wish I had a bigger pan. It's a lot of this. I'm going to have to freeze some of this. It's a lot of this. Or cook a second batch. Or, like I said, this is the time when you have extra and you freeze it and you take it out and you make yourself a casserole during the week. Okay. That's what you do. I just didn't have I have to invest in a bigger casserole dish. That's what I need to do.
It's a little deeper.
Because usually what
it's pretty good. It's just a little.
Yeah, this is like, for just a little, in my house, one dinner, you know, type thing. It may not even make it, you know what I'm saying, to everybody because my studio audience is kind of greedy, y'all.
Hey, when food is good,
okay, so now, so this is gonna be the kicker. Let me get my cheeses out. Like I said, everything is layered. So I'm gonna take my cheeses out. Okay, I got my 3 kinds of cheeses. I have the buffalo, I have my Velveeta, and I have my whatever this easy melting quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
It does that look like LLA to me.
Yes.
Quesadilla. Okay. And I think I'm gonna use my ladle. Okay, so let's get this over here and here. Okay, I'm gonna take this ladle, and that's because this pot pan is so small. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the bottom. Probably gonna not be a whole lot, like I said, because this is more in the pot than it is in gonna go in this thing here. And we will definitely I probably will make it up and just freeze it up or whatever. You know, because it's like I said, chicken's not fully cooked, so I wouldn't eat it out of the pot like this. And so I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna cover the bottom of the pan. Ooh, that looks good. It looks like you want to eat it. Yeah. But I know not to put my mouth on this yet. Okay, so now I'm going to hit it. I'm going to build it up. So I'm going to take a little and I'm going to sprinkle a little of this Velveeta. You just want to make sure that every piece of the pasta is hit. And so there's probably about a 1/4 cup of the Velveeta in there, on top of there. Then I'm going to take the quesadilla, 1/4 cup of that. And put that on there. This is supposed to be some good melting cheese. Then I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of the spicy new Sargento red hot Buffalo whatever cheese. And I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of that on there. Because that's supposed to be the featured attraction. Okay? Put that on there. All right, so you know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to put the rest of this on top of here. Put some more cheese on there. Then we're going to get an oven. Okay, I can't put a whole lot more on top of here because it's pretty full. Okay. But just enough so it can cover it. And when it melts, all the little cheeses and noodles and all the good stuff like that. Yeah, definitely get a deeper baking dish or something, especially if you use this kind of pasta because it is kind of big. If you use a smaller pasta like elbow macaroni, you may be able to get away with that. But I got a lot of food here. For real. So this is something definitely, if you have like a game night or you got people over on Saturday or whatever, if you use the measurements I have here, you can feed quite a few people with this. And this is not expensive at all. Again, we trying to trim the budget and still eat the way we want to eat. Or eat good, eat well. Okay, so all of that's on top of there. I'm trying to get a little bit more pasta in here because a lot of meat. I didn't realize it was so much meat. I probably don't even need 2 pounds. Okay, just want to make sure that all of this is evenly distributed on here. After all, it is called Buffalo Chicken Casserole, so I guess I should put some more chicken up in there, huh? Okay. All right, so I put a couple of pieces more of the chicken. Over here, over there. That's really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to do my cheeses, and I got to go lightly because, like I said, I'm going to end up having to tint this. I already see it now. Let me push the chicken down. Chicken saying, hey, hello. Hello. Saying hello.
Say hello to my new person.
Okay. So I'm just covering my casserole with the rest of this cheese because I only got a little bit left in here and it makes no sense to put it back in the refrigerator because it's such a small amount. So I use the rest of this. You would use a 1/4 cup. Let me get my quesadilla cheese. Stick that on here. And I bought 2 packets of that spicy cheese. I could have bought one.
I'm about to say, you got a lot of cheeses already.
You know, but the one good thing about it, you can freeze cheese.
Right? Tell me about it. That's what it is.
You can freeze it, and that's why when you see it on sale, you might want to buy as much as you can, because you can stick it in your freezer, and then you'll have it, you know, for your cheese dishes, your mac and cheese or whatever. And you don't have to, when the prices go up, when the holidays come, and then they up the price.
Yeah,
you already got yours, you know.
Yep.
We're always thinking about saving you a buck. All right, so I'm gonna get this on here. Ooh, I'm gonna have to tint this. This is sitting up. It's like, I want to be seen. You need not think you're going to forget me. You put me in this little shallow pan. What's wrong with you? That's okay, chicken. I got you. I got y'all. Y'all going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, you are. I promise. I will tint you and make you special. More I'm gonna make up a word, y'all. More specialer than you ever were. I got Corey over there squirming. But see, I am gonna create Casey's dictionary. Hey, if all these young people could come up with all this stuff and they stick it in Webster, why can't I make up a word?
Right?
You're not wrong, girl. I'll be over here cringing. Y'all with all y'all weird words every other day.
Well, I say the word.
Every word but English.
I say the word.
Okay. Every word but English.
You get used to it by now. I swear, you're gonna have to be ready to do.
Okay, so I got that in here. Everything is all up in here. Let me clean that up. And the rest of this, I guess we can put in a freezer bag. Or a beautiful assistant can, what she does, you know, her shrink wrap she does. Let me just wipe this off, and then I'm going to have to tint it because I can't put flat foil on here because it will take all of my cheese off, and that kind of defeats the purpose.
Oh, you know what else you could do? You could spray.
That didn't work.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, it's still stuck with stuff. You know, you're still going to get your cheese. Your cheese is not going to slide off.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, so we're going to do the tint. Like I said, the old-fashioned tint method, okay? It works every time when you have too much stuff in your pan. So I'm going to take just a teeny tiny bit of, I thought I was, do I have paprika?
You should.
Where has my paprika gone? Here it is. I have some smoked paprika left, so that'll be appropriate.
Yeah.
And just put a little bit on here, just like that. All right, so let me get my foil and try to tint this thing, okay? Because that's the hard part about this particular pan, the tinting, because it slides. You know, it doesn't have anything to really hold on to, so let's see if I can do it. I may need a bigger piece of foil. Okay, bigger piece. Normally, when you tint, you'll take 2 pieces of foil, you roll it together, and it looks like a tint over your pan. However, this little glass pan, you don't want to give me fever. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave the sides open, so it'll keep it from browning too soon while it's cooking. How about that? And that way, it doesn't look pretty, but it sure as heck, hopefully it won't stick to get this cheese sticking to my thing. So I'm trying to make a little makeshift. Let's see what we got. Okay. It's all right. Okay. So get my hand up in here. If I can get my hand up in here, then I'm gonna put these like in the grooves of the handles. And let me try to lift this like that. Okay. Let me see if I can see. I can see you. Can you see what I see? Okay, and keep some aeration in there. Because I have a feeling it's going to want to just do a flop just because I'm trying to tighten it a little bit. Okay, I can still move you. So we may get a few little pieces of the cheese on there, but it ain't going to be as bad as it would have been. Okay, so let me take this out. And I'll take this piece of foil so it doesn't get wasted. And I'll put it on the bottom of here. We're going to get the glass thing up in here. There you go. Put it on here. In the center. The center of your rack is the sweet spot. That's where you want stuff to go when you are baking. Okay. So, right there. All right, let's get in here. So we're going to say, I'm going to give it 40 minutes. It may be less. I'm going to check it before then. Okay. All right. So while we do that, beautiful assistant, can you get this out of this pot for me, please?
Yep.
And get some of this stuff put away off the counter. So, you know what happens after we're done here. I gotta continue on the journey. Oh, you guys, listen.
Are you saying you want me to put the stuff on the counter away?
Yeah, I'll put the stuff on the counter away in the refrigerator and get this the rest of this and do something with it. Tonight I'm going on the left side. I started to make ravioli, right? Fresh ravioli. And so I bought the little ravioli maker and I was trying to show you a hack. So I didn't want to have to make the dough from scratch because that's work and I don't want to do the extra work. But anyway, so I was trying to find some fresh dough for ravioli. Well, you would think that pasta dough or like lasagna dough would be fine. Lasagna dough, you get the fresh sheets of lasagna, but it's too thick. Ravioli dough has a little bit more egg in it. It's a little thinner, a little lighter, even though it's dough. It's all dough. It's just what you put in it. Okay, so make a long story short, I couldn't find it. Oh, just a second. Let me pick this up and throw this away because I dropped this on the floor. I couldn't find the dough. So I tried the lasagna dough in my ravioli press because I wanted to make the ravioli look all cute and fancy. I just couldn't just cut it in a square. That just would have been too right. But anyway, the ravioli dough was too thick and too dry. So when you put it in the press, it crumbles. So couldn't use that. I thought about using the wonton wrappers, but see the difference between the dough for wonton and dough for pasta is there's no egg in the wonton. So, or some may have egg, but the wonton wrappers don't have eggs. So that wasn't going to work because it wasn't going to have the consistency that I wanted for the ravioli. It would be more, it wouldn't be, ravioli, it tastes like a pasta, and whereas a wonton, it has that more slippery consistency, I guess. So I didn't do that. So I saw egg roll wrapper. So I read the contents of it, and it was made similarly to the dough you use for ravioli. So when I get the wonton wrappers here, they're frozen. So I had to let them unthaw. And I decided to double them. That wasn't good. So then I took them single. Make a long story short, by the time I did all of that, I'm like, listen, do I really want to go through making sauces and meat and all this stuff? I said, what I haven't done is make a dessert. I haven't made a whole lot of, I don't think I've made any desserts. What did I do? I made bread pudding. I made pie. But I haven't created any dessert. So I was thinking when I was looking at it, my mother, like I said, did not bake. The only thing that she would bake is sweet potato pie. Her mother was the cake baker, and so is my older sister. She can bake herself to death. My mother didn't bake. So what she did do, she used to get these dried apples, and she would make little southern fried apple pies. And she would make up the dough and she would fry pies. Go figure, And I never really ate them, whatever. I was dumb. I didn't know I was getting because see, McDonald's used to fry their apple pies many years ago. They stopped doing it in the quest of healthiness. It ain't gonna be that. It's still but when they had the fried, yes.
Did you want me to wash the dishes as well?
Yeah, you might as well while you're standing there. So they were delicious. I think it was about in the 80s that they stopped, maybe the late 80s or whatever, and they got health conscious and they started baking them or whatever, and that's when I didn't like them anymore. But anyway, when I was pregnant with my older child, oh honey, that was the go-to. My mother, I used to laugh at her. She always had snacks, and she would always have a fried apple pie in her pocketbook when she came home from work for me. But anyway, she used to fry these pies. So when I looked at the little ravioli, I said, I have some Honeycrisp apples in my refrigerator that are just sitting there saying, hey there, lonely apple. Nobody's eating them. I didn't want them to go to waste. So myself said, ooh, these don't have to be meat ravioli. They can be fruit ravioli. So then I got the concocted. So I chopped up the little Honeycrisp apples into nice little dices, and I put cinnamon and nutmeg and some other things in there. And I made a little filling, and I took it and I nuked it for a couple of seconds so it wouldn't be raw because, the ravioli is so small. Then I had to decide whether I was going to bake it or what I was going to do with it. I didn't want to boil it because I didn't want it to get waterlogged. So I decided to fry them. And then I looked at them. I said, they look like little teeny tiny pies. So nevertheless, tonight you will be graced with the presence of the first ever southern fried apple pie, ravioli, minis, whatever. Okay, that's what they are. They are so good. And you pair them you put a little sprinkle of cinnamon and have yourself a little bit of vanilla ice cream. And put it this way, I made some last night and there are none for me to show you. So I'm going to have to make them again. So you got to come over to the show and see that. Okay. See that one. Okay. It's a good time from what I hear. I didn't even get to taste any because I said taste this and taste this just went into 12 gone. So that. So nice dessert. And we're going to have a wonderful drink to pair with it. It's going to be really good. Okay, so while we wait for this, I'm going to drink some water. And I am going to talk a little bit about the concoctions that we can come up with the things that we have in the fridge. All of us at some point has leftovers, even if it's just a teeny tiny bit. And if you're in my house, the beautiful assistant will save a spoonful of food. So since she does that, sometimes you can take a spoonful of this, a spoonful of that, and make something. It can be a stir fry. It can be, I have these little, you got the little Pyrex things. You can have a casserole for one. She did that one time too. We had a few little chicken strips left, some mac and cheese. She had made the mac and cheese on top of the stove for the kids or whatever. She put that in there. I don't know what else. She put all the stuff in there.
It was like those onions that you put on top of the green bean dip.
The fried onions that they put in the green bean casserole. We had some of them. Yeah. And she stuck it in the oven. It was a cute little casserole. I guess it kind of mimicked the bowl that you would get at Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what it did. Right. So she made it wrong. But it was just a few little things left there. And actually, it was enough to feed 2 people. So I'm just saying, for like concoctions, what is a concoction meal? Well, I just explained it. It's a meal of whatever you have on hand. Don't be afraid to experiment with flavors and textures and food. Some things you think may not even go well together. Try it. You may like it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know until you give it a shot. Why throw stuff away when it can be a whole nother meal? It could be a lunch. It could be a breakfast. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Times is tough. We have to ready ourselves for being able to be a little bit more budget conscious. You know, some of us don't have to. But you know what? You can never, in my opinion, make enough money by where you don't need to always have something for a rainy day. Because honey, you can be up here today and be down here tomorrow. So you always need a cushion. Don't be a flying Melinda without a net. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, like I said, mixing flavors, ingredients, the leftovers can be reanimated. Like I said, it saves you money. You don't have any waste. The stuff, if I really, like I said, I can tell you, and I don't know about you guys, when I throw a lot of stuff that I throw away, it's like it could probably feed somebody like another 2 or 3 people sometimes, you know, and that's just wasteful, you know. So why waste it? Make something else out of it, you know, turn it into something else. It's quick and easy. You don't have to run to the store. You'd be surprised all the little things you have here, you know. So don't sleep on that. Like I said, pantry supplies, rices and pastas and canned beans. I can go show you right now. I have so many canned goods of stuff until it take me to tomorrow to go through all of the cans of things that I have in there, you know, and I can make something from it. You know, if you have your staples, and that's what you do, your refrigerators, you have meats and cheeses and eggs and all kinds of stuff in there. You know, sauces and seasonings. A lot of times when I'll make a sauce or something and I have some leftover, freeze it. I can put it on something else and make a whole new dish. So do not sleep on your leftovers and the things that you have, the little bits that you have left over. You know, hey, I may have a couple of pieces of bacon left over from the morning that somebody doesn't eat. I can take that for my salad, crumble it over my salad, and have that on my salad. You know, there's so many things you can do. So that's what I mean about concoctions. Concoctions for me, like I said, from a kid, I take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Then I use my sister as a guinea pig, and she loved it. My little sister and brother ate all of it, and they loved it. And that started my career in cooking. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. You can do like a loaded scrambled egg, okay? So you take your leftover meat and veggies from whatever, put it in your egg and scramble it with some cheese. Easy peasy. You can have a kitchen, they call it a kitchen sink stir fry. So throw together, you know, I always have a little bit of rice left over, protein and any vegetables and some soy sauce. Oh, and remind me, I got to get some oyster sauce. I got to get some. Okay, because I'm going to do a chicken and broccoli. I'm going to do a chicken and broccoli because I haven't had a good, I'm going to do a beef and broccoli. That's what I'll give them chicken. I haven't had beef and broccoli that was good since I lived in New York. And the thing about it is the beef is always spongy. I want some tender beef, a tender piece of beef that I've marinated and it's melting your mouth. And then oh, baby, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, you can make some soup. You can put noodles and rice and beans or whatever you like in your soup. Just throw it all together, get a nice stock, season it up. You got a nice soup. Okay, have a salad. There's a meal. Okay, you got casseroles. Well, you know, casseroles can be pretty much anything. And it all goes good together. Have a nice sauce. Do you, boo? You know, so there's no rules. Just experiment. Use your creativity. This is the time to do that, you know, and you can come up with something that nobody has ever had before, and people will be clamoring to come to your house to eat your concoction because it's all about you and being so creative. Okie dokie. So we are at 27 minutes and 27 minutes now. Okay, so we're going to see what's happening with that. I am hoping that the foil didn't collapse and get on top of it. You know, I am hoping, because like I said, for the vast majority of this, I don't think it's going to take that long. It's just about setting up and the cheese melting. Plus the chicken is almost done. The pasta is there, you know, and so it's not something that takes a long time, you know, to cook or whatever. You know, if you have these things, and even you don't even have to use raw chicken. If you have some chicken left over from another meal, or a lot of people get rotisserie chickens, and the left the part of chicken that you done picked over, and it's still left there. Hey, shred that up. Get you some box macaroni and cheese. Get some other cheeses, whatever you got in there. Mix it up. Like I told you guys with the packet, make the packet into a paste. Little water, stir it up and make it almost like a paste, like a cheesy paste, not thick. But then it incorporates better into those noodles that's sprinkling it on. Because haven't you ever seen it and you sprinkle it on and it just kind of gums up, clumps up in little no. And then if you make the paste, then you have your base. It will stir easy. You can put a little bit of cream or milk in and whatever. Get your other cheeses. Get some hot sauce. Make this a quick, fast, in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? It's endless. It's endless. You just have to kind of think it through. The vast majority of the things that I fix here, I have kind of thought about it, either to take it to another level or just putting it together. And I just kind of do it as I go along. So you guys have been part of the creation of a lot of recipes that didn't exist before I got in front of you, so, and that's how you keep it, you keep your meals from getting mundane and boring. Okay. We don't have a lot of different foods or whatever, a lot of times that we do explore. We kind of explore the same things that we're used to eating, but you can take those things and make them into something else and take them to another level just by being a little bit more adventurous with your seasonings, with what with your foods. It's like, okay, I got all of these Asian seasonings in here. Who says I got to use it just for Chinese food? I may get some chicken wings and decide to marinate it in some of this and mix it all together, marinate it, bake it in the oven. I got a whole different type of chicken. Hey, I may have that with some yellow rice. I may have that with a baked potato. I may make some mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, put it this way, you don't have to just eat all soul food. You don't have to just eat all Chinese food with those seasons. You don't have to just eat all Indian. Mix it up. Why not? Why not? What's somebody gonna shoot you because everything's not Asian? Everything, come on. That is the loveliness of having your own kitchen and making the food you want the way you want to. What do you think? Hey, I am thirsty.
You need some water? Oh, you got some? Okay.
No, I have some. I'm just kind of parched. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But I will tell you this, I'm getting to these stories, and I was talking about concoctions and stuff. I just have to think, like I said, the fact that my little sister, like I said, she's 8 years younger than me, can sit up and remember and they really were, because I'm like thinking some of the stuff that I made, I can't even remember all the stuff. I've been cooking. I remember vaguely, okay, when I made my very first anything, cooking. I know we were in cooking class, and the stuff that they were cooking, it just wasn't hitting on nothing. I think we had a bake sale, and I told you my mother does not bake, and I wanted to participate, so I baked my very first cake, and it was a smash. And I don't know what I made, what kind of cake I made, but I baked it, and it just kind of evolved from there. Like I said, when we went to cooking class, which was I think once a week, yeah, and they would show you how to make little mundane things. Child, my little group, we brought food, and we really cooked, and it just kind of happened. I never was just sat down and say, hey, this is how you cook a chicken. I guess I was the kid that just kind of hung around. I was a kid that liked to eat, and I just kind of hung around, and I saw things like, I saw how my mother cut up a whole chicken, because she would buy whole chickens. I don't even know if they had chicken parts back then. She would go to the butcher and she would buy whole chickens. And so that's why I know how to cut a chicken up. I know how to debone it. I know how to do all that because of my mother, because this is how she cooked. She cooked whole chickens, where we'll go and get chicken parts, and cook up a bunch of legs, whatever. No, we always had 2 breasts, 2 wings, 2 thighs, 2 legs. They fried up the back. They fried up everything. It wasn't nothing left on that chicken. Okay. If there was some insides, internal organs like the gizzard, the liver, the neck of the chicken, I remember they fried the neck. And we ate it, and it was good. You know, it was like that was like the extra pieces. Because see, I always got the breasts with my daddy. Okay. And that's why I like white meat. But yeah, they would fry the neck. They would, because the neck would come, you know, in the little pouches with the liver and the gizzard. I think the heart was in there. They didn't do nothing with that. She threw it away. And the neck. And she would fry it up and fry up a gizzard and fry up a liver and just everything was seasoned and fried. They ate that stuff. I ain't eat it. I ate the what? The breast. The big piece of meat. I tell you. So it's like, you know, I was used to doing stuff like that. Like I said, we didn't have regular hamburger meat. My mother got stewed beef and, you know, little cubes of beef, and she would have the butcher grind it up, you know, and goodness, my eyes are running. Okay. This is not tears. This is allergies. I feel it coming at the corner of my eye, and I'm going to try to be careful because I don't want to mess up my eyeliner, but it's just coming right out, right there. I tell you, it has to be free. The liquids up there and all those tubes just have to be free. And if it's going to come through the eye, it's going to come there. But anyway, yeah, so it wasn't anything that, you know, I was given lessons or whatever. I just remember all this stuff. And all I can chuck it up to is I was just observant, you know. And so when I started trying to dabble, and I never remember, even because, like I said, I told you guys, I don't know if I told y'all the story where I was heating up water for coffee, making coffee, and my famous bologna and what did I make? Bologna, mayo, and relish sandwiches at 1:00 in the morning when my father fell asleep babysitting at night when my mother worked at the post office. So yeah, and I must have been 5.5. How did I do that? I remember making this stuff, you know. So, and I was never fearful of like fire. Or we had gas stoves, but I don't even know how I did that. Maybe I am special. I don't know. But anyway, hey, let my sister tell it. You know, I was, you know, making some kind of, I don't know, curing some disease at when I came out the womb, according to her. But anyway, so like I said, you know, so when I started cooking, I never really had fear of heat or being burnt or anything like that. It just kind of evolved, and I just evolved. And then I liked having, my mother was a big entertainer. You know, she loved holidays, and I am just leaking. She loved holidays. She loved, you know, things like that. So we would have these big New Year's Eve parties. Well, the grown-ups would, you know, they let us hang around for a minute. I got to hang around for a little more, you know, but I used to help her prepare, and she would make all kinds of stuff, and she would cook all this food. I remember she made this stuff. She had a friend, and the friend told her how to make something called Panamanian pig feet. Now, I'm not a pig feet person, but I'm gonna tell you, you'd eat them, because what they did, she cooked them, she cleaned them really well, and she cooked them, and she cut them up into little pieces. And what they do, they use lemon juice and I think white vinegar, and they had bell peppers and onions and cucumbers and all of these vegetables, and red pepper flakes. I remember that, crushed red pepper flakes. I remember they were very hot, and they would marinate these cooked pig feet in this. She had a big giant, back then they used to have these big punch bowls, and they used to have like the little ladle, and they had the little cups. Well, she had this big punch bowl, and she would make them in that, and she would let them sit for like 24 hours or whatever, and it would just, you let it sit in the refrigerator, and the longer you let it sit, it would just engulf all of this flavor. It was like, I guess, you know, people eat pickled pig's feet, but it's different than that. The whole dynamic was different. So you didn't really know he was eating a foot or whatever. But I remember my little brother loved that. My little brother loved that stuff. And so she would make that, and she would make potato salad and collard greens and just everything, you know, and it would be this big thing, and we would get special clothes to wear, and she would, you know, get special outfits and stuff, and she'd be all cute because she was a little itty bitty woman. She was like 99 pounds, 100 pounds, soaking wet, 5 feet, and she was really, really cute and a very fashionable person. So and we would just do it up, and she would have these parties, and my father and all their friends and stuff would come, and I'd be the only little kid there, and I'd do a little show, a little dance or whatever, and then they scoop me off the bed. I'd make me feel like I was a grown up because she let me dress up. And so I got into, when I had my little friends, I would have dinner parties, and that started me to cooking. So I remember a dinner party I had, I think it was about 12, and I learned how to make baked lasagna. Now, my mother had never made lasagna like that. I think she saw on the back of a Hamburger Helper pack, because Hamburger Helper used to have lasagna, but it was on the stove. So it wasn't all that, but she decided to bake it. And so it was pretty good. Well, of course, I had to take it further. I got a recipe from somewhere, and I started making lasagna from scratch. So I made this lasagna, and I made the salad, and I had the little bread. And I'm 12, okay, mind you. And I made these kids probably, some 12-year-old making this stuff. But I invited my little friends, and she let me have them up. And then I set the table and stuff like that, all the ambiance. And then she let me make some mock sangria. I think some kind of cherry Kool-Aid with a bunch of fruit and stuff. But it was the point, okay, that I did it, and she let me do it. So she encouraged this stuff. She encouraged the entertainment. She encouraged, stuff like that. So that kind of encouraged me to cook. I didn't realize I liked to do it. I just kind of did it. You know what I'm saying? But it has taken all this time, and I've come full circle and realized it's some things you just can't get over. You can't get under. I always was the designated cook. I always had to cook something. People always came to my house for the food. I'm like, okay. And and I always just felt like it was in a restaurant. I never really thought about it. And what is that noise?
I'm sorry, it's the vacuum.
Okay. She's vacuum sealing. I'm like, what is that noise? Okay. We're down to 14 minutes and 12 seconds, y'all. So, to make a long, she's not drilling a hole in anything. She's over there vacuum sealing the rest of the pasta, the casserole. So we can put it, it's probably enough to put in a little casserole dish and somebody can have it. I might probably my husband for lunch or something next week. But anyway, so, things like that. Like I said, as I get older, I really, really think more about all the little things that she did, that were so special, and that kind of incorporated itself in my life and bring me to the point of where I am today, and sitting in front of you and still concocting and still cooking. And I just can't get away from it. Maybe I should have opened up a restaurant. Never thought about that. Well, never too late. I'll be the world's oldest restaurateur. How about that? And I'll make sure, put it in the freezer because we're not, it's not gonna. But look what she did, guys. This is what she did with the rest of, and that's why you need one of those sealer things. You see that? So when she takes this out, she just pours it into the casserole dish, and
Cook
it up. There you go. But that's pretty much, like I said, you never really think about all the things and all the dynamics, in your life and in your family, and a lot of things most of the things, like I said, a lot of things I think about surround some type of cooking or food or whatever. Those are like my fondest memories. Like, we lived in New York City, so going down south to Alabama was like the yearly vacation. You went down south. That was the thing. You went down south. Everybody going down south. Some people go down south for the whole summer. But we would go down for about a week or so and, see our grandmothers and stuff like that, and see the cousins and see our stuff. And they would barbecue, and they would barbecue in these big giant, they look like, what would they like? Gas drums or something like that. And they would cut them in half. They would have these things made, and they would cut them in half, and they would make these big giant barbecue pits. And the people would be out at night. They would prepare all their food, and they would barbecue all night long until the daytime. Then the morning came, and you had these spreads of ribs and chicken and all kinds of all this delicious grilled food, which a kid in New York City living in a 24-story building, We ain't barbecue. The only time you got barbecue like that is when you went down south. So that was the thing. So then once again, here my mother with a cute little self in her hot pants and her blazer and stuff, and got me all cute and all her kids all cute, and we're dressed up for 4th of July. And so then you go house hopping. You start at one person's house eating, and you just go to house, because see, we're the out-of-towners, so everybody wants to see us. Everybody wants you to come to their house for 4th of July. So you are going from house to house, and you're just eating and eating, and everybody's kind of barbecue. And child, I could still smell it. I could still taste it. It was just fantastic. And then when you went home at the end of that week, it was like a week of barbecue extravaganza. Then my father's mother would pack us like 4 or 5 slabs of ribs that she had barbecued, and she put them on ice, like these styrofoam ice containers, and she put them on ice, and she made her own barbecue sauce, and she would send that with us, so we'd have some to take home. Well, needless to say, as we were driving, they had these little rest stops, and sometimes they had grills, and my father would somehow get some charcoal. Most of the ribs never made it. That's all I can say. Never made it back to New York. But, just fond memories. Okay, I'm at 10 minutes. I'm going to let it ride. I'm not going to disturb it, and I'm just going to see what happens. But, these are like really, really fond memories. People don't do stuff like that anymore, but I am so happy and glad that I was part of that era. That part I was able to experience growing up in the 70s or whatever, the late 60s or 70s. It was really the bomb. It really was. It really was. If I could go back there, I would definitely do that. It was an easier time. There was all kinds of stuff happening, I'm sure. But you know what? I was not affected. I was able to be a kid. I was able to enjoy my childhood. I was able to enjoy it enough until I could sit here and tell you about it and smell the smells and feel the feelings and all of the above and be happy that it happened to me. For sure. Okay, so can you guys smell it? Because my nose is stuffy.
I was trying really hard not to interrupt you. I was like, ooh, I smelled that around the corner.
Okay, she said it was food around the corner. Food around. Yeah. I think that was that a Bugs Bunny cartoon? No, I remember. I don't know if it was Bugs, but it's probably Looney Tunes or whatever. But it was a flea. And it was a flea that was on a dog, right? So the flea had the knife and fork because he had set up a table on the dog because I guess he's about to bite the dog, eat dog, and he's like, food around the corner. The thing, I'm so random. The things I remember. It's so great being 26. You can be just as silly as you want. Don't nobody look at you. It's like I had done this when I was 26. I'm like, questionable. Okay, come get her, y'all. But I'm so free. I feel so free. I feel so free. I can just be me. It is so wonderful to be you, to be yourself. It sure is. In every glorious aspect of the word. When you're not being you, oh my gosh. When you have not been you and you really start being you, the level of freedom you feel. You really do. And you don't care if people see you in a muumuu every single Saturday with cute earrings and afro. You really don't. It's like, hey, this is who I am in all my glory. You gotta love it. All right, 7 minutes, 15 seconds, y'all. Let's just see. I'm gonna do a countdown. Well, I'm not gonna count down 7 minutes. No, I'm not. I'm not going to count down 7 minutes. Why would I do that? I don't know. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to drink my coffee. So guess what? Beautiful Assistant came up with a logo for a t-shirt, right? Guess what it is? OCD. Obviously Clean Diva. And so she has this big OCD, right? Or in front of 2 hands. Okay. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
holding the word because your hand is sparkly. Hands are clean.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be really cute. It's gonna be, and it's getting warm now, so we can actually start wearing t-shirts and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll buy one. I will definitely buy one. Yes, I will.
Show it off on one of the shows.
Yeah, exactly. And I am not, like I said, I'm not a t-shirt billboard type of person. I just never have been, but yeah, I'll wear it. Yes, I will. I'll advertise myself. Uh-huh. Yep. And yep. I sure will. Hey, somebody got to do it. Okay, so now we're at 5 minutes 30 seconds. This is going to be amazing. Then when I'm done, I got to go over there to the ravioli mines and start making up these little apple pies.
They're fire.
They did. I can't even tell you that I tasted it because some folks ain't leaving nothing for folks,
Well, you know what they say.
Some folks didn't. Some folks just didn't leave anything. Okay, let's see if I can find a picture. And then y'all will know what y'all be getting yourself into. Can I find a picture? Probably not.
When did it in your set stuff?
Well,
you can go to Google Photos, I think.
Yeah. Okay, we'll show Corey's picture because he's so proud of his camera. Okay. Let me see if I can do it this way. Make it bigger. One of these days, I'm going to get some real television stuff and we can do all this stuff. I don't know. See, you can't really get the gist of it. You have to go on my website and you'll see. Well, I guess you sort of see the thumb. You can't see it, right?
Just a little bit.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, y'all, do y'all see it? Let me know if y'all can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Some delicious little nuggets.
I know y'all can see it. I'm talking about my family out there in TV land.
Yeah, I'm looking through the YouTube thing. We can see it.
Okay. These little things are, it's just like joy in your mouth. Mm-hmm. It is joy in your mouth. You will not be expecting what you get when this is joy in your mouth, for real. They are so cute. They are just really cute. They really are. And they will wow your guests because they think, wow, how'd you do that? And it's so easy. It is.
Not a little secret. You'll never have to know.
I'm telling you, see, the things that I'm showing you guys makes you look like a star, but it ain't hard. It really is. It's just a little, I'm telling you, visuals make a difference. You can have the best tasting meal, but if you slap it on a plate and it looks like some slop that a pig will eat, very few people will eat it. You know what I'm saying? They won't be drawn to it. Then you can have something that looks really appetizing and beautiful, may be flavorless, but you enjoy. Why do you think on television with these commercials, the burgers are dripping, they're this thing, the chicken is so crisp, everything, the steak is so juicy. Then you get it at the restaurant or they send it to you and okay, that burger was bigger than that. This looks like a hockey puck. The vegetables don't. It's the visuals. If they were to put on television the way it really looks, it comes to you a lot of times. Would you really want to run out there? Would you want to hurry on down Hardee's where the burgers are? No. You would not. So we are visual creatures. You can have the same effect in your house. Trust me. I have psyched these kids out a lot. They don't want to eat nothing. But if I go and act like, for instance, when they were little, fix the table, come in there. Hello, sir. Let me take your order. I could have fed them old toe. But it was all about the ambiance, all about, you know, the acting, all the, you know what I mean? It takes a little extra effort, but I'm just saying, you can get the things you want. It's all about the visuals. So I have learned that the visuals are important. Now, for these folks around here, they don't care. They put a blindfold on if they just follow the smell. Okay. But for people who are like me, who will probably turn something down if it doesn't look appetizing or it doesn't look clean. Don't let me see no hair, no feather, something that doesn't look correct. I don't even want to eat a piece of chicken that the bone has been broken and it's bruised. That's just me. That's my funny. Okay, I'm sure the chicken is fine. A lot, and I've experienced a lot of that at my local chicken place, and I won't name it, but it's very popular. I found out that, you know, broken chicken wings or bruised chicken wings are cheaper to purchase. So a lot of times they will purchase those and they will, you know, cook them up. I've gotten chicken wings where every time I picked up one, it was broken. Because it's cheaper to get the broken ones, the damaged ones. You know, for my money, I needed to look like you got it on that picture. For me, you know. So instead of fighting City Hall, make it myself. I know what I'm getting. If I don't want to get a bruised meat, and there's the alarm. Let's see what we got. Okay, let me get my pot holders.
You got them?
Yep. Okay, ooh, it looks like it rolls. I know it's stuck. I know that it's stuck because it looked like those noodles got bigger.
The juices from all that chicken and stuff, gravy.
Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna try to take this out and look at it, see what it looks like. See if it's doing the jiggle. Let's see, y'all. It smells lovely.
Yes, it does.
Isn't she lovely? Okay, so I think I'm gonna just let it brown a little bit on the top. Then we cooking with gas, y'all. Okay, but I'm gonna let y'all see. This is straight out the oven. See how pretty? And I'm gonna let it brown for a couple minutes, and then we done. Then I'm gonna let them eat it.
Yes. All right. I'm ready.
Okay, so put it back just like that, and it didn't stick. So my method worked. It did not stick. That looks beautiful. Okay, I think I can get my plates up so I can start scooping it up. Yes, scooping it up. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna get 3 plates and I'll get me a little bowl because I'm not ready to eat a lot right now because I'm busy. When I get busy like this, the last thing I need to do is to have to get tired, you know? So I will have a bowl so I can taste it and they can have plates so they can roll over like they normally do.
Hey, at least I washed the dishes already.
Okay, see what I'm saying? See, you see how cleaning up as you go along, she just said it. At least she washed the dishes already so she can just roll over until the next show. Okay? I tell you.
Get it? Yeah.
All right. Okay. Get over here. Okay, you took everything away.
Was I not supposed to? I think you did.
And then bring it back. Okay.
What are you looking for?
No, I thought that was my ring over there. I'm like, I don't do stuff like that. I'm looking for anything. I'm just tidying up like I always do. And thinking, what am I going to use to scoop this up with? Because it's going to be pretty hot. And it's not going to, you probably want to let it sit when it comes out. I will let it sit maybe about 10 minutes. I'm not trying to do that. So it's going to be tis what it is. But once it sits, you know, I'm going to tell you, everything needs to rest. People think just steaks need to rest, but if you let your casseroles and stuff like that rest, they set up nicely and they look, you know, visuals. They don't care. It could be melted all over the plate, coming off the side, okay? And they would just sit there underneath the plate and just let it come down your throat. It was so funny yesterday. What was it? Oh, I was making the thumbnail right for tonight's show of the little fried pies. And so I said, beautiful sister, look at this. What the hell? All I heard a sound like you get from Homer Simpson. Simpson. I can't do words. Simpson. Okay. Like, I'm like, this is what I'm like, okay, what is this? All I heard was some Homer Simpson sound come out of her. Okay. So I guess, I have to learn how to translate. Oh. Oh boy, I tell you, they keep me rolling in this house for real. Oh my goodness, too funny. Let me get my rings on, because you know what? I ain't trying to see them do a walk away from here. Okay, yeah. All right, so I think that I will use. What will I use? Okay, but you left a pot. You did.
What happened?
You left a pot.
What about it?
You left a pot.
What, in the other room?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get it after. I wasn't trying to keep running water while you were telling stories.
Oh, well, the water's not the issue. The machine that you was over there sounded like a battering ram.
I honestly did not know it was
I'm like,
I took it around the corner and I put something on top of it so it wouldn't make noise.
I'm like, what is this child doing over there?
Where?
I'm like, my people are like, okay. Okay, couple of minutes. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to scoop this up, because I know it's going to be hot and it's going to be runny.
Oh, yeah.
I need.
You want a spoon?
I don't know if I want a spoon. I guess I will use a spoon. Oh, a spoon. Yeah, I guess I'll spoon it up. It ain't gonna be pretty, y'all, but it'll taste good.
It'll be pretty too.
Nope, because I already know it's gonna go sliding all over the creations. Okay, get my little parsley out. Did you do my celery like I asked you to?
Do the
Little
make
pieces
little
of celery.
I can real quick. Let's shave it real quick.
Yeah, I just wanted like a couple of celery sticks.
Well, I'm saying, you want me to make little shavings or just
No, just slice it nicely. You can shave it or whatever, I don't care, but yeah. It's about the presentation, okay? It's the aesthetic of it all. Yes, it is. Okay, coffee. All right, so let's see what I got. As soon as I can find the pothole. The potholders are black, y'all, so it blended in with my countertop. I couldn't find them. Okay.
Right here.
Okay, let's see. Woo! Yes, yes, yes.
Make it do what the sweet
Ooh.
gonna be nice.
Okay, I'm just turning it around
So that's real pretty.
so I can get that same color on the other side.
That is real pretty.
Ooh, that smells really good.
Yes, yes it does. I can't wait.
See, this is what you want to take to the next potluck, y'all. That's what you want to take to the next potluck. That right there. I'm telling you, they'll be like, ooh, maybe we'll let her just do all of the food instead of bring each of us. Yeah, as long as they chip in for the money.
Right.
Okay, I don't know about that, but that's a lot of work. So I may have to rethink that one. But at least you know.
To do the work.
At least you know there'll be one meal you can eat at the potluck. Right? Do like I do. I make sure I bring a meal because, like I said, I don't know about everybody's stuff. Just being real. I'm not fond of potlucks, and I'm not fond of open bars, open food bars. Not these days. I've seen people do some really questionable stuff, y'all. Y'all watch TV. Okay, I'm anxious now. I want to see that cheese, like I said, if the cheese tastes as good as it looks, melted, you got a winner.
Mm-hmm. I already know it's gonna be good. It smells good. I just been wafting through the air for the past how long we've been cooking on Buffalo. Yeah.
Okay. Let me get this over here so I have some space. And I think we'll be ready.
That smells delicious.
Yeah, because I want it just like I don't want it too browned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just want it just brown, just melted enough. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I like this. It's a little jiggly because it could sit. But like I said, normally I would let this sit for about 10-15 minutes just to set up. But you can eat it this way. Mm-hmm. And trust me, they will. So now I will take this and I'll put a little garnish on it, a little parsley. Okay, that's good.
Shreds.
Okay, put a little parsley on top. Just like that. Give it a little bit of diversity in color other than these cheeses. And perhaps what I'll do, what I don't normally do, is take a picture before I cut this.
I have the memory.
Exactly, have a memory of the way it was. Exactly. So let me put this over here and see if I can get a good shot of this creation. Okay, let's see. Since I've never made this before, and this is something new and innovative. If it's been made before, I don't know about it. So in my mind, it's new and
created.
Yes, like I said, yeah. I've never had it before, so it's new to me. How about that? Okay, so let me see. Let me take a little picture. Okay.
Put it in community after.
All righty, so get this. Capture.
Is it working?
Yes. Capture. Okay, great pictures. Okay, so now I'm going to let you guys see it. See, this is the making of a great thumbnail, So I'm going to let you guys see. Oh. You can call Daddy. Okay, so I hope you guys can see this.
Let me see. Yeah, that's beautiful.
What do you think? It's heavy. You might tell me something. Tell me something good.
Yeah, that's looking nice. I'm gonna go get Daddy real quick.
That smells amazing. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna spoon it up, y'all. And in the tradition, let's see. How hungry are you, Corey?
Say again?
I said, how hungry are you?
How hungry am I? Pretty hungry.
Okay.
I could definitely eat.
Well, I know you can always eat. That's not the issue. See, it's coming apart.
Move this.
It's coming apart.
But it smells good.
But, okay, it's coming apart, y'all. It needs to set. But by the time it sets, y'all, it's going to be all
gone. Yeah, it's going to set right in my stomach.
I know it's put full of cheese. The cheese is everywhere. The cheese is everywhere. It's like the cheese is like all over the place. Okay, so I'll put that in there. Okay, let me give you a little, the traditional, your little sprigs of celery, because you know we always have to have some celery to cool it down. Okay, and a little here. Okay, okay. Let them see what you're working with.
All right.
Show them what you're working with.
I'm trying to see it. Can it be seen? Can it be seen?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Now it's time for the taste.
Okay, what do you guys think of what it looked like?
Oh yeah, it's good looking. I'm telling you, it looks real nice. I can't see you. No, you're
Oh.
No one can see you, so you're tall. You have to bend down or sit down.
Yeah, a little bit low.
Oh, goodness. I got the little kick right away.
Mm.
Mm.
And the cheese.
Fire. I can already tell this the facial expression.
Mm. I'm gonna kick afterwards with that heat. Mm. Okay, yeah, this one's a winner. I like
Okay,
this
here
one.
you go, beautiful assistant.
All right. We'll get some description.
Yeah, he has
You
been
know
no
I'm not the
good.
description guy.
You
You're
used
the
to
one
be,
that-
and then
I
all of a
can't do it
sudden,
anymore.
and like all of a sudden now, it's like all we get is grunts like a caveman.
I'm sorry.
Just all you need to know. One word winner right there. Yum yum. It's pretty. That's first thing I noticed. It's very colorful. And it looks very creamy. I was about to say words out of my mouth. They look so creamy. Let's get a bite. Let's get a bite. Oh yes, it's nice and the cheese got that pull. Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Excellent cheese pull.
Oh wow.
Do you like that kick of heat? That comes.
Hold on, I'm still riding. The wave. Hold up.
Still riding the wave.
It was like my tongue, my taste buds like hugged the cheese. And then it was like the chicken came over and was like, hey, I want in on this. It was so good. Oh my god, so hold on. I did. I told him he's right coming down now. Woo! That was a lovely, lovely experience. First of all, like I said, the cheese and my taste buds were like huggy time. And then the chicken walked over and said, I'm part of this.
Good. That looks good.
It's so good. And then you get that little, did you put the sour cream? Because I got,
Yes, I did.
I'm about to say, I got a little
See, there
zing
you
from
go.
the sour
That,
cream.
that's the husband's plate. There.
Oh.
I got a little
Thank
zing
you,
from the sour
darling.
cream. I got little teeny bites of the vegetables that we added, the bell peppers and the onions. They still stood up to this cooking process. So you still had a little bit of a bite, but they kind of melted with the rest of the food. Oh my goodness. And then of course the coolness, I took a little bite of the celery with it.
I love the celery. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
really
Is
good.
the chicken tender?
The chicken is so very tender, very well seasoned. It's not overly spicy. Yeah, I forgot the kick. The kick came in at the end, but it was just a little kick.
Yeah, baby. This is moving.
That's delicious. It's delicious.
Mm.
Woo.
Hot. This is good, baby.
That is delicious.
This is your Buffalo Chicken Casserole.
Wow, that came out
Casey
delicious.
style.
That's delicious.
Okay, let me get a little taste. I'll tell y'all. I just got a little bit in the bowl here.
We just gave it to you, baby. This is good.
Yeah, I know. I got to see for myself.
I love your little celery. What do you call it?
Oh, yeah, little. Well, see, the whole thing they have, we got a little celery garnish going on because usually buffalo chicken, you have your celery and you have your little blue cheese or ranch dressing. So we gave it a little celery garnish, and so my husband is winning on over the garnish. Okay, let me see. So let me try a little. I'm gonna try to get everything on this fork here. Okay, this is what you're working with: chicken and the noodles, and you see the season and the cheese. I didn't get a whole lot, so let's see. Because I'm not gonna be Corey and burn my mouth.
I like it. Nice. Got a nice little spice to it. Not a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get it as it's going down.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Like I said, that spice hits you as it's going down,
Kid
but it's
friendly.
not too much.
Yeah.
You know that it's buffalo, a seasoned or whatever, but it's not too much. The pasta is just where it needs to be. It's not overly cooked. It's not too hard. The chicken is moist and tender. Like I said, each noodle, you see just the pull of that cheese, all those cheeses. I give this a 10. This is good. I do this again. This is good. Do this recipe, y'all. Do this recipe. I'm telling you, yes, y'all be sleeping on this stuff. I'm telling you, y'all better eat this. Y'all better eat some of this food I be up here cooking.
The kid's gonna damage this here.
This is good. Yeah, this is good right here. I would do this again. So, look. You see that? Look at that. See, there you go. Y'all take just a little bit right there. I'm a mukbang y'all for this one here. There you go. Okay. In any case, y'all, if you enjoyed this video or this live and this recipe, I need y'all to hit that like button. I need each and every one of y'all to hit that like button, because this way you let YouTube know that I got a place here in these here streets. Okay. If you haven't already and you're new and you've just flashed by, just take a minute to stop and subscribe. I got so much more to show you. Yes, I do. And for those of you who've already subscribed, remember to turn your notifications on so you always know when I'm coming at you. Okay? I got something going on. Nice dessert at 6 o'clock on the Love Rhythm recipe. So I hope to see you there. And as always, you know what I wish you. I wish you love, peace, and what, y'all? Some great weekend eats. I'm going to see y'all next week. Yes, I will. Bye-bye.
That is new flesh.